Hey y'all, hey. This is just random. Let me cut this down. What? Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta copy this link. Cause it's just a random live, y'all. For real. Off of some stuff I received. I wanna talk about it. Y'all know me, I'm gonna talk about it. Hold on, y'all. Hey Miss Sharon, hey Jenny's. Hey. How y'all Thursday so far? How's everybody's Thursday? First and foremost. I didn't get to see y'all comments or anything earlier, so I apologize. I really honestly do apologize for that. I was trying to let y'all get as much coverage as possible with the case. Letting the girls share their stories and stuff like that. Plus all the noise and stuff in the background was just mind blowing and stuff. So I just, I wanted to I wanted to keep the focus in the video on shanking them and let them do their thing or whatever, I'm good, sis. I'm good. Glad to be in the house. Let me tell you that it's cold now. Temperature dropped so fast, and they said it's gonna snow again here, man. And guess what? He came and got that ice up. He stuck to his word. The young man stuck to his word when he came in the house earlier to check some stuff out. I was like, "Hey, can you do something about that ice?" So he did get the ice up. Thank you, Jesus. God is good. So it felt so good walking up and down my sidewalk again. That was crazy work. Hey, Leezy. Leezy. Okay, what is the drink at Starbucks? Is it 10 pumps of liquid honey, 10 pumps of liquid sugar or less? Which is it? Because I was telling him about the drink you turned me on to Starbucks. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, common news reporting, scholarship, research, and we definitely need to use this for educational purposes. We definitely need to talk to our children about good touch, bad touch, and so many other things. Even it's good for us to educate ourselves on red flags. If we see something, say something, all kind of stuff. Hey, Miss Sharon. Hey, Janice. Hey, Goddess. Time Warp. Yvette. Hey, Serial City. What's going on? What's going on? Yolanda. Morgan. What it do, sis? Samad. Miss Jazzy Cap. What's going on? Yvette Stewart, Shay C. She said, hope everybody's having a blessed Thursday. If not, try to put God first. Affirmations and meditation. Let's go. Lizzie, my love. Valerie, Davita. She said honey water. Dirty is a goddess. 30 is honey water. 10 pumps of liquid sugar, but to their liking. Yes, the honey water, y'all. Get it at Starbucks. You'll thank La Lizzie later. Starbucks used to work that good incentives and tips. Yes. Hi, Amber. What's going on, Amber? Hey, Jennifer. Y'all just got y'all power back on. Oh my goodness, God is good for that. It's too cold. And so I titled this one really quick. Shout out to Lola, you guys. Shout out to Lola because Lola Marie's really been on it lately. Hey Kavan, what's going on? Thank you, Kavan. Hey Keisha. Hey girl, hey. What's doing, Key? Hey Miss Low Key, what it do? What it do? So Lola Marie's really been on to something, y'all. She's been on to not just something, she's been on to a lot. Let me shut this one. At this point, I'm sick of the cold, y'all. I'm sick of it. I don't even want to look at outside no more, y'all. I don't want to look outside no more. I don't want to. I don't want to look outside no more. Okay? That's just me. I don't. So she said I haven't been sick. Okay. That's good, Lise. That's real good news. Yeah, Shay. This one is who do you trust? Let me and also I want to bring another video by 54 Keys. Shout out to 54 Keys. Y'all drop a link in the chat, please. And thank you. Drop criminal villains for GG, please. Drop also drop Keys News Network in here. Y'all can drop Open Book to my other content creators I be going and checking out and stuff. Real TV, the Real T TV and all of that. Y'all can drop all those links. She said Miss Parker's cold as fuck. Yes, Yolanda. Cold baby. I love you too, Laleezy. I love you too. And Laleezy, whenever you're ready to drop your link and get back to your cold case files, I have a lot for you whenever you're ready to start that too and stuff. So just let me know when you're ready and stuff. Hey, Samad, what's going on, sister? Y'all pray for Samad. They got real bad snow up in the north of New York, and it continues to want to come. So they got a storm on top of having three storms already, at least two or three storms. So they got another storm coming. So let's pray for those people up in New York and all those states up in there and stuff. And y'all stay safe, okay? So yeah. Sorry about that. I hate that for y'all. Who do you trust in this situation? We talked about this a lot, but when it comes to authority figures, right? When it comes to the authority figures, it hits different versus we already know family ain't shit, right? Hey Candy. But when it comes to authority figures, you at least think that somebody's gonna be honest or you could trust the judicial system. But indeed, you can't because ain't it funny that this case is surrounded by nothing but predators? Like monsters in all kind of shapes and forms of monsterisms. Just predators, right? So let me read this to you guys and then I want to get into this video a little bit. Well, maybe I should get into the video first and I'll save this, the meat and the potatoes. Yeah, let's save the meat and the potatoes and stuff. Let's get into this video. Hey, Latasha, what's going on? Hey, TT. Terry came here. I didn't see Terry. Hey, where's Terry? Hey, Terry. Y'all share Terry's live for me, okay? It's okay, Terry. It's okay. Y'all drop Terry's link in the chat. Terry shares all our lives and stuff. He's awesome. He's very supportive of not just me but other content creators and stuff. Terry, has Miss Retta been going live? I ain't seen Miss Retta live. I've been really wanting to catch her live. I like Miss Red. I love Retta. I just don't know if Retta go live, but I like going over and kicking it with Retta. Hey, Miss Cheeks. Thank you, TT. This is called The Moment We Lost Nazaya Trial. The trial ride part. This is part 3. I thought I had part 1. Okay, yeah, we already did a couple of parts. The Moment We Lost Nazaya. I want to hear what 54 Keys thinks, get her thoughts on some stuff. And hey, Bad Freckle Face, what's going on? I know, Terry, that's what I thought. Rather hit her up and tell her, say, Miss Parker said go live. Miss Parker's checking on you. She wants you, y'all. We're probably out of the country or something. I don't know. But I like her vibes. Let's get into this, y'all, and break this one down with 54 Keys.
Welcome to Rap for Desires. In part 2, we rolled up until 9:30 p.m. And all I did was pick up the details that they gave us at the preliminary hearing. Where they build this timeline. I can honestly say we had eyes on Nazaya from like 6 a.m. up until 9:30 p.m. But read this video right here.
Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. The internet is messing up. I don't know if it's cold because it's cold, but let me know if y'all can hear me outside. I mean, y'all can hear me. I'm thinking about it outside. I need to come back in. I'm gonna play it back. I'm gonna play it back. I think I should run it back. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Let me know. Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning where it was skipping because I think where my computer was freezing, where I was trying to bring myself down to the bottom so y'all could hear it. I was on mute. It put me on mute and everything. It did. The computer's doing its own thing. You know what I'm saying? It's doing its own thing. So I'm letting it. I'm just riding with the computer today. Okay. Let me start from the beginning, and I want you guys to listen to these dates and listen to these times. Okay. Listen to dates and times. This is called when we lost Naziah. The moment we lost Naziah. Y'all see- It's the video. Close and reopen and see. It might possibly be the video, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. I'll play it from my phone if y'all can't hear me. Let me know. And I'll play it from my phone. The video's playing, but it wasn't no sound. I don't know. Okay, y'all hear me? Okay. Let's do it like this. I'm gonna play it from my phone. We're gonna break this down. The devil's a lie today. Okay. Oh, child. Not y'all. Let me put this good old information out. Sorry. I gotta go through all of this. Okay. Let me know if y'all can hear this, okay? Y'all can hear the phone, right? Y'all can hear that.
Welcome to part 3 of the trial ride for Naziah Harris. In part 2, we rolled through the timeline up until about 9:30 p.m.
Okay, good.
And all I did was took and pieced out the details that they gave us at the preliminary hearing. I put it in order to help build this timeline. I can honestly say we had eyes on Naziah from like 6 a.m. up until 9:30 p.m. But once I got to part 3, this video right here, and I started piecing out the details within this time frame, shit get real fuzzy. And based off of the facts of the case and watching the movement after checking into the Park Crest Inn, I'm scared to admit that I lost Naziah. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Come on, ride with me.
Who is it that checked out of the room? John's Butt. And is there a address associated with that? Yes, there is. Without reading the numbers of the address, what street is that on? Wilshire Drive. And is there a phone number associated with that person? Yes, there is. And what's that phone number? 313-585-8719. Okay, and what is the day that this hotel room was checked out? January 9th, 2024. Okay. Check-in was 9:30 p.m. Okay.
Did y'all hear the date? She said January the 9th. And see, this is where it comes to the case. Did y'all have dates and times wrong? We always wanted to know that. I know I did. It's the 9th is when she went missing. How did Jarvis check out of the hotel on the 9th? And she went missing on the 9th. Didn't he go to the hotel? Which one is it? See, this case, hey, African Queen, hey, Miriam, I see you all. Lola said, I've been watching 54 Keys videos all day. Yes, she's amazing. Drop a link to mods, please. Hey, Valerie, Boo, Dale, I am Tootie. And this is Detective Linda Johnson or Lisa Johnson. I think it's Linda Johnson or whatever. But she said he checked out on the 9th at 12 p.m. So, hey, Nurse K Bookie, what it do? Happy Thursday. So it always confused me. Like when you doing a trial, hey, Royalty, baby, y'all drop Nurse K's link and drop Royalty's link. Show them sisters some love, okay? But drop their links for sure. So I always wondered, I was like, did they make a mistake? Is this another mistake in the Zaya Harris trial? Like, who do you trust in this shit? Really, who do you trust? Because nobody got shit together. Everybody, if you got to go back and look in your notes, if you want to go back and look in your notes. I think they didn't have their stories together and said anything and didn't think people was going to care about. Yes, I believe that. I believe that. And for whatever reason, y'all drop Royalty's link right here, y'all. Drop Royalty's link and also drop my girl right here for sure. Drop Nurse K's link. I didn't get that. And Shacey, I feel like you. I just feel like everything was like, it was like, let's just put some shit together. Because again, we can't forget Christopher James. It was told that Christopher James extracted the messages from the school tablet, but yet they say nobody in the DPD ever knew anything about the case, which would be a lie. If one person knows in the DPD about the case, y'all can't say nobody knew. Christopher James knew. Because Gardner had to tell him why he was extracting the messages from the tablet. Go back and read his preliminary. Go back and read it through the transcripts. Or go back and listen to the transcripts.
So they have the receipt from the Parkcrest Inn with all the driver's personal information on it. And again, it says that he checked in at 9:30 on January the 9th. Now, the phone records, and that includes like the call detail reports, the phone pings, all of that was crucial to this case. And the state relied heavily on these phone records. Now, and I told y'all in part 2, the call detail report confused the hell out of me. And I was confused when it came to the direction of the call.
Now listen what she's great say. Listen what she's great say about the pinging. Nah, you cool, Royalty. Man, Royalty, y'all cool over here. Listen to what she say about the pinging. Listen to what she's saying about the ping, because I always said the pinging weirded me out. I ain't never read it to y'all. We never did ever get into the ping because I was confused. I was thoroughly confused about the timing. Like, wait, if he was here then, when did he have time to get the car? Then be at the, like, how close is everything? Did he call her and say, I need the car? Did he go in a house and say, I need the car? Did he go to a house or like it's a lot. Hey Angel, what's going on, baby? Hey Lewis, what's going on? What in the addresses and everything? Is that called Najee? Jarvis called Najee. Jarvis called Najee. He's the one that called Najee. Oh, video shot with him. Who was with him? They be wanting you to put a name or said he was by himself. They always said he was by himself. Even if you go to the you fine girl. Y'all cool. Everybody cool. Everybody cool. Y'all just relax. Shane,
Yeah,
you coming back up here?
not right now. Why?
I was gonna say you bring my wine in a glass. I need some wine, y'all. That's a membership, Tootie. I call them green jackets. She said, "What's a green jacket?" I don't know. I'm still learning YouTube. I call my memberships green jackets, girl. Um, Not this talking. What you mean, Venetia? I definitely want to see the pinging. I got address. I need to see if they got it. Hey, Juanita Garcia, how you been, Juanita Garcia? Shacy said, they be wanting you to put a name, or he said he was by himself. They definitely said he was by himself. Hey, Tamik, what's going on? Hey, RJ, what's going on? Welcome. Y'all welcome, RJ, okay? What confused me on the other video about the cell phone, Nazaya went missing on the 9th. Shannon saw the messages on the 21st in the tablet and confronted Jarvis. She was already missing by then. Uh-huh. I live here in Detroit and I'm new here. Okay, to me, welcome. So was that her way of implementing Jarvis then? Good question.
Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. This right here. Okay, so you see where it says
That's
the
a woman,
target
Venetia.
number, ending at 8719. Now, if you look further down, you'll see direction, outgoing, and then contact ID, phone number ending in 1520. So I can look at it like, okay.
Let me show y'all this. I gotta show my phone for this one. Pay attention, y'all. Listen. Let me start the video over so y'all can see the video, because we couldn't see it on the TV. Listen, look, and pay attention. Thank you, Juanita. And I know how life be life and love. I know how life be life. And y'all welcome Tamik too. She's new too. Welcome. Make everybody feel comfortable. Listen to this, y'all. Pay attention. I'm gonna show y'all from my phone. Hey, smart ass, what's going on? Over there on the good Twitchy Twitch. When she called, no answer. I want y'all to look at this and listen. Look and listen. Because this is important. Shout out to 54 Keys. Damn, my phone is acting funny too.
Welcome to part 3 of the trial ride for Nazaya Harris. In part 2, we rolled through the timeline up until about 9:30 p.m. And all I did was took and pieced out the details that they gave us at the preliminary hearing. I put it in order to help build this timeline. I can honestly say we had eyes on Nazaya from like 6 a.m. up until 9:30 p.m. But once I got part 3 of this video right here, and I started piecing out the details within this time frame, shit get real fuzzy. And based off of the facts of the case and watching the movement after checking into the Parkcrest Inn, I'm scared to admit that I lost Nazaya. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Come on, ride with me.
Who is it that checked out of the room? John's books. And is there a address associated with that? Yes. What the street is at? Wilshire Drive. And is there a phone number associated with that person? Yes, yes. And what's that phone number? 313 was checked out. January 9th, 2024. Check-in was 9:30 p.m. Okay.
Damn, and the person will come up. Yeah.
Information on it, and again, that he checked in. Now, the phone records, and that includes like call detail reports, the phone pings, all of that was crucial in the state. Now,
You know what I'm saying, breeze through, but kind of be, you know what I'm saying, with the, going to transcripts. And you can go through them to read them, then listen to them. But if you want to go listen to them, Nurse K, it's probably better to go and listen to them because you'll that's my IG. Nazaya was a friend, a classmate of mine. Close. I'm gonna say, well, prayers for any friends of hers. It's hard on the kids. I want to know what time court was at 9 o'clock. You guys, dang, cancel me happy. Y'all drop my Instagram. Anybody know my Instagram? Court for Jarvis was at 9 o'clock, y'all. I found it out. It was at 9 o'clock on the 9th. So he went to court, and don't forget that he sent Nazaya, she sent that text at 9:30 on the 9th. So I did find out the time. It was 9 o'clock on the 9th. 9 o'clock. Hey, Tasha Briscoe, I need to update my bank card so I can honey, you fine, sis, for now. You good. Hey, Kelly, what's going on, Kelly? Welcome. Thank you for dropping down. Thank you. Jarvis went to court, everybody, at 9 o'clock on January the 9th. So I did get the time. I finally got the time.
Direction of the call. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. This right here. Okay, so you see where it says the target number ending in 8719.
Look at this.
And if you look further down, you'll see direction, outgoing, and then contact ID, phone number ending in 1520. So I can look at it like, okay, Kelly. Jarvis made an outgoing call to 1520. Or was it 1520 made an outgoing call to the target number, which we know is Jarvis' number? Y'all understand what I'm saying? I ain't trying to confuse y'all. I want to get to the bottom of this shit so we can put this timeline together the way it's supposed to be put together. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's what I was confused about. So I went back to the testimony.
Kelly, has Shay C said, have the kids spoken out and said that they seen Nazaya? Have any of her classmates? Has your niece said anything to you ever about Nazaya or anything, Kelly? If you can kind of, did she say she seen her in school any kind of way? I'm just praying he sings like Mariah Carey. Okay, Lewis? Right. And I did too. I said the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't take that plea to me. I always feel like he wanted to tell, hey, Mocha Marley. I feel like he wanted to take people down with him. I did. I do feel that way. And stuff like that. This is 54 Keys. Can y'all drop 54 Keys link again? But I really want y'all to go watch this one for sure. I'm playing it, but I want y'all to go watch it to see exactly what she's putting on her screen, the phone numbers, because this is what's valuable to me in this case right now at this moment. I never knew this until 54 Keys broke it down. But listen to the numbers right now. She's giving y'all numbers that he's called while he's in this hotel. While Nazaya, this is the 9th. He done checked into the hotel. Hey, Nomika. Hey, Stasia. He done checked into the hotel. These are numbers that the first one she said, is that an incoming or an outcoming? She couldn't quite tell. Yes, because him being locked up already, they pretty much try to blame him for it, shaking my head. It was a lot going on the 9th. It was a very, very active day. And y'all know it's only so many hours in a day. And that showed him how much they didn't really fuck with him. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Lewis, it did. It really did. But listen to these phone numbers now. Now she's great to say two crucial numbers. Okay? The last one is the most crucialest number. Because we already heard that he was, him and Tashiana had back and forth phone calls that day. Yes, she said she will see her in school, but she told another classmate she was pregnant. Tamik said yes, she said she will see her in school, but she told another classmate she was pregnant. What all did she say, like, to the classmate that you know of, Tamik? I'm not that close to the case, just been following since she went missing as she's from my city and my former neighborhood. Okay. So now he's ready to tell it all. Hey, Kamonica. I feel like he's mentally challenged and he cannot come up with this disappearing act on his own. Absolutely, RJ. I watched all of 54 Keys video. She's on point. Yes, it was supposed to be a secret. Okay, so Tamik said she did tell somebody in school that she was pregnant and that it was supposed to be a secret. How did this friend come about saying it? Did the detectives talk to the friend, Tamik? What happened? Hey, I'm driving but listening. Traveling 2 hours in the snow to pick up my baby from college for her birthday. Okay, till I say happy early birthday from us to her, you be careful getting her. Okay, bring Auntie up on the panel. Who's Auntie? Lewis. I hope he tells it all. Who's Auntie? I don't know who Auntie is. Hey, Leisure. So allegedly, Naziah did tell someone in school that she was pregnant. It was supposed to have been a secret.
About these phone records. Listen to what the fuck she said.
For row one, we only have one row in this instance. We're going to have the target device, which is the phone number, and the date, time that was requested. So in this case, it's going to be January 9th.
Okay, Tamik said no, they never spoke to the young lady. She didn't want to be involved. Can I ask you this, Tamik, before I finish playing this? I want to take this back a little bit for y'all can understand what 54 Keys is saying at this moment. As parents, and I know her classmate Auntie that you're talking to in the chat, where any of her friends ever question, if not, why not? Oh, Naomi, congratulations. Okay. Tamika, if you can hit the link, you can come up. I would love to talk to you. Damn it, y'all, my computer. Okay. Hey, Rhapsody. As parents, do we want our kids to be involved with the law if they didn't get in trouble? No. But it's something as big and important as this. I don't want my child to be able to have a choice. You get what I'm saying? Because if they was honestly and truly friends and to help bring this child back and, to give a little clarity on some things in that house, I would want my child to speak up. Because all it is you're helping your friend, you're helping your classmate. Hey, Mimi, welcome. That's it. You're helping your friend, you're helping your classmate. I would definitely talk to my child and make my child speak up for this. I was just gonna say that nobody wanted to get involved because I know someone could remember her being at school on the 9th and everything else. I want to know where her friends and kids will be all over the internet. Why has nobody spoken on her? Yes, I would tell my child Tell what only you know, yes. Cause it ain't like you gotta go through a lot, like, you know what I'm saying? And if they try to make your child say something different, like, no, it's a wrap, you wanted to know this, you know what I'm saying? I wanna be there when you question my child, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But I just think it's important that our children should have spoke up and should have been recommended to speak up. Am I knocking y'all parents for not making y'all kids speak up? No, but for the sake of knowing could lead the police to the detectives to probable cause of why this happened, why this had taken place with her. Speak up, you know what I'm saying? Because if the family didn't know too much about the house, so let's put this on the table. If the outside family didn't know, because what goes on and stuff like that in houses like that, it really is kept a secret up into that birthday party, which bought everything out of the touching, the inappropriate touching and stuff, is what bought everything that was going on in secrecy out of this house, if y'all get what I'm saying. It was grown people there, and they all over the place with their actions that took place. Big facts. I would like for someone to speak up for mine. I would allow mine to speak. African Queen said, right. I agree, it's traumatic for her friends too, I'm sure. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. That is true, sister. Why do you feel like Tamika, it ain't that and I get what you're saying. Let me kind of feel both sides of it too. Talking to the kids on what to do in a difficult situation is how we stop the cycle. We are mandated reporters. That's all I'm saying. But Tommy, could it be she said the kids are afraid to talk because of the situation. And I get that. I was great to get to that, Tommy. Could it be the situation, and do the kids feel like threats and other things will come along with it? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all feel like it was a dangerous situation to talk? Cause did they feel like people was dangerous? They was going to be put in a dangerous situation due to the people we're speaking of? Let me ask that. Everybody is probably saying, who can I trust? Yeah, yeah. Hey, Gail, what's going on? Hey, Curl Cotton, what's going on? So I just wanted to say it like that. But listen to these numbers, y'all. Listen to the last number that she's going to say. I want y'all to pay attention. Yeah, it'll make the kids feel safe, Stassi. Yes, I dropped the link. Tommy, if you would like to come up, I don't want to keep your comment up. Roti, yeah, I'm just saying, if it was my kid, and see, it won't until it knocks at your door, until it, hey, your child is missing and no longer coming back. You know what I'm saying? Would you want the kids at the school to speak up and say, yeah, she said she met a dude on the internet. Yeah, she told me she was pregnant. As a mother, as a family member that really cares about this baby being gone, wouldn't you want to know something? Wouldn't that give you a little bit of, okay, she's pregnant? Boom. Yes, it's very much dangerous. People say they with you and stand on business until they not. Mm, mm. Damn. I'm taking my child to the police station and they're going to tell what they know. And being scared also. Yeah, because these are kids, but won't nobody speak up for God. Oh, that's my only problem with this. It's like nobody will speak up for this defenseless child. Like, can we... If Mucinex twin was allegedly taking her to fight the children, maybe be afraid to speak up. The same people they know feel Nazaya probably feel like this would be felt by those you're supposed to trust, and yet no justice. Yeah, I get it. So sad. Not Mucinex twin. People put themselves first, and why not, right? Mm. She don't deserve this. That's all I'm saying. Nazaya don't deserve none of this. And it's not too late to say something. Hey, Candace. Habuki. Y'all drop the real Candace's link for me. Go show little sis some love. The baby of the sector. Go show her some love. Most east sides live by the code of the streets, unfortunately. But Kelly, this is a child missing. Jarvis may have threatened other little girls as well, Miss Parker. I get it. Now the street code on, did that nigga have some weed? Did that nigga have a gun? You know, I get us playing delusional. I get us playing by street code. Did Tommy steal her car? Who? Now when it come to grape, kidnapping, and murder, I ain't shutting up. Because the same streets that y'all living by, y'all gonna die by too. The same street code that we call ourselves living by, we might lose a loved one too. So, damn. His baby. Damn this baby. Damn. We got to start. This is why I said the educational purposes. When we see something, we got to say something. I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, God knows my heart and I did the right thing. When are we going to, as adults, go by that? Right or wrong? It's the right thing to do. How can we teach our kids good touch, bad touch, but at the same time is don't say nothing? Long as it ain't you, don't say nothing. Is that what we teaching our kids? Long as if it ain't got nothing to do with you, don't say nothing. Now I want my kids to speak up regardless. We'll worry about the street shit later because I can protect mine like a motherfucker can protect theirs. The same way they can be dangerous, it can get to a point where we can all motherfucking be dangerous around this bitch. Because I'm going to protect mine like you trying to protect a secret. Let's not get the shit twisted. Y'all get what I'm saying? When it comes to the safety of mine, we can all be some dangerous motherfuckers. Like, I don't understand it. If they want to take it there and get dangerous, okay. We could be some Christian folk, but I'm not spiritual today. When it comes to me feeling threatened, me feeling like I got to protect mine, it ain't nothing spiritual about us today over here, baby. Pastor, ain't nothing spiritual about me over here today. I see you in church soon, but today ain't the day. I'm protecting mine. Because, see, they're just protecting secrets. Hey, Charlotte Stewart. I'm just saying, they're protecting secrets. You're going to protect your child in real time because I want my child to do the right thing. Because I want somebody to do right by my child if that not come on my door and mine is missing and pregnant at 13. I agree. I raised 4 that's grown as heck. I can't tell anyone else how to move. I get it, Tommy. I'm only in chapter of mine. I get it. I remember getting that phone call a few months ago. And it wasn't the person's fault. It was the mother that I felt like she was a victim of Jarvis Butts, allegedly. And she said her 13-year-old daughter, 13, between 13 and 14, didn't want to talk. She just wanted all to be over with. Thank you, Rhapsody. She just sick of seeing Jarvis's name and Nazia's pictures on the internet. She didn't want to talk, and she didn't want to tell her story. And she don't want to go to court. As a mother, and we ain't the same. You right, Tommy. I was so hurt on that phone call. Because I knew if she didn't talk, to not just save Nazia, but herself, she's going to carry this for the rest of her life. Because as a mother, we can't protect trauma. You're just hiding it. But upon hiding it, because you don't have a choice at 13. I can't give my child that choice. Not in that moment. Now, the choice to tell the world, yes. Whenever she's ready to tell her story to the world. But to keep him behind bars forever, I'm going to need you to tell this story. For the sake of herself and other victims. Right, Shacey? Hey, Erica. She not old enough. Hey, Charlotte. I said, she's going to forever see Jarvis's face. Because he was her victimizer. He was her predator. It ain't going to be the internet. It's going to be in her dreams. It's going to forever live on with that young lady. But who am I to say, make her tell? I just listened. But it hurt me, though, in a sense, like, damn. Hey, Yolanda. Thank you, Peaches. It just hurt me, like, damn. She's a victim, and he's hurt so many. And her little voice could change everything. Hey, LaDana. Her voice could be so impactful. It could break barriers. We want our babies to talk. And that's our problem. That's why we here now, sweeping shit under the rug. Thank you, Miss Ada. As a victim myself, it has never left me. Jennifer, them scars will never go away. Even with myself, Jennifer, I know. But I ain't in like a mode of suicide because of it. I ain't in depression because of it or nothing. So, I can't imagine feeling alone, helpless, confused, isolated, keeping all that hurt, boggled in the emotions, the mask. Callie, love you, sissy. Y'all drop Miss Callie's link too. Drop your link, Callie. You want to ride with Callie, smoke some good weed and stuff like that, and bump some good music, go over and catch my sis, okay? But we got to start talking to our kids, y'all. We got to not just, if you see something, say something. It goes for the kids that's educating our kids. It's not good touch, bad touch only with you. If you see an adult touching a kid inappropriate, if you know your friend is hurt, tell me so we can help her. That's how you break that down. If your friend's hurt, they'll never know you told us their secret. But we're going to help them together, okay? That way you can protect your friend. You can save your friend from being hurt. As a parent, I only want concern for what's best for all the kids. But we gotta break it. Hey, Juju on the beat. What it do, sis? But we gotta stop letting our kids hold this kind of weight on their shoulder. And like I said, if monkey them can get dangerous, everybody can get dangerous. Everybody can get dangerous around this motherfucker. I mean, I can click this motherfucking mental illness on real quick. And I'm going to get self-defense because you fucking with my kid for being honest. Everything's out the window for protection of mine. Because y'all didn't protect y'all's don't mean I'm not going to protect mine. So you motherfuckers can jump bad and get dangerous around that motherfucker if you want to. But I'm going to do anything to protect what's in here. She said, I'm sure Naziah felt like it was her against the world who could. Hell, she was. I mean, when y'all look at it, Shacey, wasn't she in it by herself? Who had her back? Tell me. Don't nobody say nothing. The friends ain't saying nothing. Somebody tell me. Was she not? Even today, I couldn't hit your link because it would be secondary. He said, for me, I would rather my niece come and state what she knows. I will work on that to get her to come and speak on your panel. Thank you, Tommy. And I'm going to be gentle with her. She did nothing wrong. She's done nothing wrong. And thank you, Tamika. I appreciate that. And I get it, Tamika. You can only protect your own. I get it. But as parents today, man, it's see something, say something for all. Good touch, bad touch. I don't give a fuck if you see a teacher doing something inappropriate. If your teacher's doing something with your friends, you got to tell your kid, be on the lookout, baby. You the lookout. You the lookout queen. You the lookout princess, okay? Thank you, Drea, sis. Be the lookout princess, okay? You see anybody doing something bad to your friend, you come and tell mom, okay? And I'm going to be the protector princess. I'm going to protect all the princesses and the princesses. If that's how we got to talk to our kids. She cried out to her predator. Yeah, it's sad thinking he could, and he was snaking her too. Hey, TC, what up, my bro? Shay, right, that's the fucked up part. Yeah, she had to go to her predator. She went to the worst one. She went to the worst one. Listen, y'all gotta listen to this.
2024, and the time, which is in UTC time or military time, it's going to be 16:09 or 4:09 p.m. And then the duration, how long the activity lasted. You have a start lag and said that's actually your location
Right,
information. And then the call type. In this case, it was a voice call. Call status, whether it was completed or not completed. The direction. Incoming or outgoing. Did he make the phone call or did somebody call him? And then you have the contact ID, which is who the device was contacting or interacting with.
Okay, and that would have been the phone number that in this case, that we're looking at, an outgoing call was placed to?
Yes.
All right.
The more I listen to this, the more it seems like she's saying that Jarvis made an outgoing call to the contact ID, which is that number ending in 1520. What y'all think? I mean, I know I'm harping on this because I want to make sure we get it right. And I know this may be...
And I can't wait to find out at the trial who number is 1520. You know what I'm saying? He made an outgoing call to the last digits of 1520. Hey, Tabitha, what's going on? When y'all go to a 54 Keys page, you'll get the whole number. But In the transcripts, they did not declare whose number that was at that moment.
Irrelevant to some. And I could just say, Jarvis made contact with these numbers at this time.
Hey, Kiki.
But my nosy self, I want to know who called who. To me, that's important. And it could possibly be a game changer. Come on, let's ride it.
This Christmas, be the Santa for a real shelter dog. Let me explain.
After that 9:30 check-in, they gave us the phone records that started at 10:53 p.m. That phone ping at 10:53 p.m. placed Jarvis still in the area of the Park Crest Inn. And guess what? Jarvis made contact with the phone number ending in 1520. It says it was an outgoing call. And y'all should remember this number from part 2. Remember, this is the same number that Jarvis made contact with at 409 when him, Naziah, and Cordell got back to that shop.
Who is that? That's the same number he made contact with when they got to the shop. Ended in 1520, remember that. But he also made that phone call to that person when he checked in to that hotel.
Yeah, same number. It was a completed call that lasted 20 seconds. No sooner as he hung up with 1520, 7 seconds
I don't know.
to be exact.
At Shannon's?
There's an outgoing call to a number ending in 5161. Remember? That's Shannon. And I was like, what? Interesting. So he tried to call Shannon and she didn't answer? See, that's what I'm saying. This is one of the reasons why I question.
Nah, that's the traveling across the street from the shop. The Park Crest is a little bit up the road, but yeah. Y'all heard what she said? He called Shannon. Now see, it's 1520 Shannon's old number. I'm gonna have to run it back. Yeah, okay, I didn't think Shannon was 1520. Yeah, Shannon's not 1520. That I know, that we know of though. That we know of. We won't know to the trial. We won't know to the trial whose last 4 ends in 1520. We could speculate, but we don't know. But I can't wait to know that. But why did he call Shannon? Why did Monster Butts call Monkey? She said, I'm still saying there's more phones out there than they've recovered. Could be. I'm excited to know who's 1520. I am. Because don't forget, they said he called him. 54 Keys just said that's one of the numbers he called when they first got to the shop, and this is now a number he called when he checked in. Remember, Rain of Fire said Jarvis called a white guy and told him he needed help with him before? Okay, Latasha, could be. Real interesting. What's good? Hey, Brian, what's going on? Thank you. Okay, Kentucky in the house. Yes. 1520 has to be somebody who helped him. And like she said, Rain of Fire did say this. And when we looked, before we did the mock trial, we had Sweet Honey and another person on looking up some land and stuff, right? Because this is when Rain of Fire first was putting some details out there. And they did come across a white man and a white lady that owned a boat. Sweet Honey, unfortunately, had to get a new phone. So all the information that we recovered at that time is gone. It's always something. Hey, Something Sweet. See what I'm saying? How Something Sweet just popped in. Why did he call Shannon, though? Why did he call Shannon on the 9th after being checked in? I don't know, Morgan. She said, Frank, I keep feeling in my spirit, or the other person that was with King.
The direction on these reports, because like nowhere in Shannon's testimony did she mention having like a missed call from Jarvis, or at some point, him trying to call her, whatever. It wasn't none of that. She said that she tried to call him.
Let's talk about it. This is how we know it's more going to be brought out in this trial. Because why wasn't that mentioned? Why wasn't that mentioned? Come on, think about it. Some sweet said, let's call it number. Come on, y'all, let's talk about it. Why wasn't that mentioned to that Shannon? Because, you know, she said she acting like she ain't talked to him at all until the 21st when she looked in that tablet. Oh, yes, that's Harper Woods of 94. Is that Florentino? I don't know who it is. I can't lie to y'all and say I know whose number that is. He didn't answer at first. Well, see, Miss Sharon, we don't know that. We won't know until the trial because this is what I'm saying. She said she texted him, still no Twitter. Could he been playing it off at the moment to be like, did Naziah come back? Or, you know what I'm saying? We don't know into the trial. They didn't even say nothing. That's how I know that they're holding a lot of information. They hold on to a lot of information. Because this has never been said. But it's got to be said at the trial.
And he didn't answer. And that just made sense to me. Now, I know we can look at Shannon like she's just a damn liar. But it made sense to me. I mean, hell, he's sneaking around with her niece at the same time. Okay? So, yeah.
Go look, guys. Look it up. Let me see.
While still at the Parkcrest Inn at 12:37 a.m. So, right after midnight.
Let me see.
Jarvis makes contact with 1520 again. It says it was an outgoing call, so Jarvis keeps calling them. I wonder why. Even if it's them calling him, I wonder why. I mean, I really want to know who this is. Because shortly after this phone call, Jarvis' phone is pinging away from the Parkcrest Inn. He on the move now. And the $1 million question?
It can't be possible. Miranda can't even stand.
Sorry, y'all.
Dr. Lee said she was permanently
Naziah. Is she with him? Did she stay at the hotel? Did somebody else come pick her up? I got questions. What y'all think? At 1:09 a.m., Jarvis made contact with a number ending in 5573. Remember her? That's Tashiana. You know, the fake fiance. It was an incoming call that was completed and it lasted only 4 seconds. So she's calling Jarvis. She even called a second time at 1:09. And that too was an incoming call that lasted only 7 seconds. And I
Listen to them times. From what I'm reading right here in Shannon's, these are Shannon's transcripts. And it said, do you recall the birthday party? Jarvis, okay. That would have been his son's birthday party. So really that was the son's birthday party because they asked, that's good to know. I'm glad I'm kind of going back through this. Would you ever know Naziah to go to Jarvis's shop alone? She said no. But isn't it coincidental again that on the in December, she said she called and said, does Jarvis need her to come and clean? They said whose birthday is on or around September the 26th? That's my oldest. I'm sorry, my fourth oldest. Okay, do you recall a birthday party on September the 26th of 2022? Yes. And was Jarvis there? She said no. Damn, I didn't realize that Shannon said he wasn't there. She said no. Okay, and that would have been his son's birthday party? She said yes. Wait. Cause if you, give me a second. It's funny to me because don't forget the social worker stuff was done early part of 2022, or was it 2023? Was that 2023? When did Janelle and them do the CPS report? Do anybody remember what year it was? That was 2023, right? Or 2022? Anybody remember? I really need to know this. Goddess, somebody. Was it 2022 or 2023 for the social workers? 2023. Pay attention, right? 2023. Thank you, T. Monique. Appreciate you. So he didn't come to his own, she said, but he popped up at the Parkers. Huh, really? Stay right there, something sweet. I want to say 2022. They said I thought it was 2023. God is, okay, y'all, it was 2022. Pay attention. Pay attention. It was. Thank you, Valerie. If y'all got them green jackets from Valerie, the green jackets are gifted memberships. Please tell Valerie thank you. Pay attention. Thank you, Tootie, y'all. It was 2022. But it was earlier 2022. Remember, Janelle and them went early part of 2022. I think April. Let's go to it. Matter of fact, let's let Janelle tell what happened. And we're going to get the facts right here. So we ain't got to guesstimate.
Right now, Jarvis Butts is awaiting trial for the murder and sexual abuse of Naziah Harris.
After listening to days of testimony last month, a judge called Butts a monster and said that opportunities to protect the 13-year-old girl were missed. Tonight, the 7 investigators are revealing years of warnings that preceded Butts' alleged crimes.
Warnings that family members say were made to Children's Protective Services that could have saved Naziah's life. Here's what 7 investigator Ross Jones has uncovered.
You look at that face, and you do not see the horrors that she had gone through in her short life. The exploitation, the molestations, the sexual abuse, and the pregnancy that she was concealing.
Years before Jarvis Butts would be charged by Wayne County's prosecutor, accused of killing and sexually abusing 13-year-old Naziah Harris, Harris's own relatives say they saw the warning signs and told anyone who would listen.
So that at that point, I was like, this is too much. I'm calling CPS.
I tried not just once, but multiple times for them to take me serious in what I was saying.
Kiwana Morton and her cousin Jernell are both relatives of Naziah Harris. In February of 2022, Jernell says she learned of allegations of improper touching involving Butts and other small children. She says she was told about the claims while talking to her niece, Jarvis Butts' girlfriend, and that the alleged victims were
2022. Now pay attention. When Janelle and them did that, that was early part of 2022. And did y'all hear Kim Worthless also say in the pregnancy that she was concealing? 5120 is the girlfriend name. Okay, thank you. They went early part. Remember April. Like February, let's say between February and April, they're gonna put it out. I'm gonna play that later on, but let's stay there. That was early part. Let's get to this. Why did they ask her about a birthday party again? Pay attention. Why did they ask her? Damn. Okay. About a birthday party in September of 2022. If y'all go back and read Shannon's, why did they ask her about a birthday in September? I wonder what was said about that birthday party, because it seems like Jarvis was at the birthday parties. Now, y'all know Shannon ain't great to just say, yeah, he was there, because their defense is Jarvis wasn't in the house. Y'all got to remember. We got to remember they don't know nothing about Porker birthday party. We don't know that, if they know that. She said, I think some of them text messages was in the day. She said February was the basement issue and April is when CPS. Yeah, but in here, I'm sticking to, thank you guys, but I'm right now I'm on page 44. They only asking specific things for reasons in court. You hear me? They're putting dates and stuff out there for a reason. They're not asking them anything that something did not happen on. Now, even if it was text messages on that day, Shannon committed perjury once again. If it was, because I got to go back through the text messages now. They said, okay, whose birthday is on or around September 26th? That's my fourth oldest, which means it will be one of the boys. Okay, do you recall the birthday party on September the 26th, 2022? Yes. Okay, was Jarvis third? No. Okay, and that would have been his son's birthday party. Yes. Was there ever a time that you would text Jarvis under a text now number? Only time I would text Jarvis on the text now number is if my phone was off. Other than that, no. Okay, and do you recall the numbers that you would text from? Yes. Again, ain't that funny that she can recall numbers from a text now app after a year, but she couldn't recall the date that Naziah walked in there and asked about Otter and Balfour? I am something sweet. I'm going to check and see if it was a message that day. Maybe it was the BM who car he had. What was the BM, Lewis? When law enforcement questions you, they question you because they already know. Wow, I could have sworn listening to text being read on that day. Goddess, if you could take a minute and go back through the text messages real quick. If you can get to the text message, transcripts and go see if it was a text on September the 22nd. They said, were there ever times you allow you would text Jarvis from the text now number? And she said, yeah, when my phone was off. Do you recall the numbers that you would text Jarvis from? Yes. Okay. And does area code 586-510-5161 sound familiar? Yes. And what number is that? That used to be my old number. So Shannon's last four would be 1561. That used to be my old number. Okay, and is that the number you would text Jarvis from? Yes. Okay, what about 586-842-4504? That was the number before this number. So Shannon's done had several different numbers. Because she said, yeah, that used to be my old number. Now she's saying that, so they got the numbers, y'all. Let's not get it twisted, which is good now that I'm reading this back. I'm glad I came back to this, which is good that they know. She said, because they got a number before that number. She said, okay, and what about 586-842-5404? That was the number before this number. She said, before the 510 number? She said, correct. And is that number you would also text Jarvis from? Correct. And what number did you have for Jarvis? And she put his number out there. She remembered that number by heart. When nobody else remembered that cell phone number, she remembered that number by heart, baby. Can't remember nothing else, though. Okay, I want to show you some text messages from Exhibit 16 and ask you some questions about them. Okay. Okay, so they asking her, listen to this too. Hey, Flip Mode over there on the Twitch. They're asking because this is significant and they're putting pieces together. Yes, listen to this. Okay, I'm going to direct you to the messages on or about June 27th of 2023. Do you recall these messages? Did you send any of these messages? She said no. And do you know the phone number here that's highlighted? Whose phone number do you know that to be? She said Jarvis. And you don't recall ever sending any of these messages? No. It means, hey, Crystal, that means that one of those numbers that's attached to Shannon, there is messages sent to Jarvis Butts from one of those numbers. Whether it be the whether it be the 4504 number or the 510-5161. She's telling her in this moment, there are messages coming from this phone to Jarvis's number. Are these yours? Did you message him this? She's saying no. What about messages from July 2nd of 2023? Did you send any of those messages? No. What about from August 26, 2023? Did you send any of those messages to Jarvis Butts? No, those aren't my messages. Did Jarvis ever tell you that Naziah texted him to set up a meet on January 2024? No. Did you tell Jarvis about not being able to locate Naziah on January 9, 2024? Yes. Okay, tell me how did you tell him that? I called him. He didn't answer. I sent him a message asking him, has he seen Tudor in any whereabouts? And he said, no, Tudor. He responded back, oh, wow. Wait a minute. So she said in this message, she said, I called him. He didn't answer. I sent him a message asking him, has he seen Tudor? Listen what she said. Have you seen Tudor? Where has he seen Tudor any whereabouts? And he said, and she said no Tudor. And he responded back, oh wow. She said, the judge said, I didn't hear what you said. The last part. The witness, the last part. I text him. Well, first I called him. He didn't answer. And the second time I sent him a message, no Tudor. He replied back, oh, wow. But go back, y'all. At first, before Judge Sabri made her come back and say what she said she asked Jarvis. So remember, she's got to remember what she said. She said, I sent him a message asking him, has he seen Tudor or any whereabouts? She said, okay, September 27th, 2022 is the mention of the birthday party. And that's when she told him they were singing happy birthday. And then she asked later that day about the basement. So there it is. His birthday's on the 26th. What day? Let me see on my phone. Let me go back and see what the day in 2023 was. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Shit. Let's go back to 2023. Let's go back. Here we go. So his birthday was on a Tuesday. She has a birthday on a Wednesday. Why not have his birthday on Tuesday when it was? Because his birthday in here says September the 26th. But she had his birthday on September the 27th on a Wednesday. But I just want y'all to go back and listen to her preliminary. She said first when she texted him, she said she asked Jarvis had he seen Naziah and did he know her whereabouts, and he said, and she said, and I said no Tudor. Well, what hell he knows ain't no Naziah. Goofy. If you texted him and said, have you seen Naziah or know her whereabouts? And then you say, and I said no Tudor. It's right here highlighted. It's right there highlighted. What she say, y'all? What she say? Look at it. Look at it. So when Judge Sabri told her to read it back, she said, and the second time I sent him a message and said no Tudor. He replied back, oh, wow. She said the second time is when she said no Tudor. She said the first message is apparently, I guess, saying, have you seen Tudor and know her whereabouts? In the second text message, she said, no Tudor. Okay, let's finish reading. She told the judge that, and then the court said, she said, Judge Sabrina said, okay, thank you. Because she said Jarvis replied back and said, oh, wow. Miss Ripley said, okay, Your Honor, may I approach? She said, yes. She said, and just for the record references, I'm showing here what People's Proposed Exhibit 48. Miss Harris, those text messages that you referenced, do you see those on this page? Yes. And so it's fair to say you stated to Mr. Butts, well, first of all, whose phone number is at the top? She said, the phone number is my old number. Okay, and whose phone number is below? Jarvis Butts. Okay, and this, I guess, does this fairly accurately represent those 2 messages, 3, 4, 5, and 6 messages sent between you and Mr. Butts on January 9th, 2024 through January 11th? She said those 2 messages and 3, 4, 5, and 6 messages sent between you and Mr. Butts on January 9th, 2024 through January 11th, 2024. The first page is, yes, correct. Second page, it's correct. Yes. Listen to what she said. The first page, yes, it's correct. The second page, yes, it's correct. They ain't got no choice, fool. Naziah went missing. Them are yours. Okay. And so January 9th, like you indicated before, you had stated that you told him that there was still no tutor, correct? And you say he responded, oh, wow, correct. And on January 11th, was Naziah still missing? Yes. Okay, did you ask Mr. Butts to do something? Mr. Riggins said, Your Honor, at this point, I just asked that if she's going to read from the text messages, just admit it to the exhibit. Do you have issue with moving it to admit? No. Does this fairly and accurately represent text messages between you and your phone to Jarvis and his phone between, let me start back earlier. So from December 3rd, 2023 through January 2021 to 2024, does these fairly and accurately represent text messages? Yes. Between your phone, it says something blank. Between you and your phone to Mr. Jarvis Butts? Yes. Your Honor, I move to admission. This is my thing. She texted him on the 11th, right? Jarvis, can you put up Naziah's missing posters? But on the 10th, the day before, you go down for paternity. You go down for paternity. The 11th is when your mammy went over there saying that the girl that fought in October need to be found. She need to press charges on her. Hey, Chanel, what's going on? Am I tripping? I don't know. I could be. On a school night, that's weird to me. Or anywhere about 2 messages like that. Come on. Dang, I was close. Oh, Miss Parker cooking up something now. Was it Wednesday? See, he didn't answer the phone, but he could text back. Man. Hey, Latasha Boss Lady, I see you, sister. I'm glad I read these again. This is a good read. She said, so on January 11th, did you ask Mr. Butts to do something? Yes. And what is it that you asked him to do? I asked him to share the missing flyer on his Facebook page. Oh, and did you send him a copy of that missing flyer? Child. Yes. Okay, and to backtrack just a little bit, on December the 3rd, 2023, do you recall sending messages asking Mr. Butts if he needed Naziah for anything? And don't forget, Jarvis started looking up stuff the weekend after to do abortions. Yes, I do remember. Okay, so you do remember this text on first page of Exhibit 48. Yes, I do remember this message. And did you see that message? Yes. Okay, and what is it? What does the message say? Tuda said, do you still need her to, and it stopped. Okay, and do you know what that was in reference to? It was because listen to the text, y'all. Shannon went to the to do establish paternity on January the 10th, Key. The day after Neziah went missing. But on January 11th, she wanted the same dude that she's taking down for child support to go and pass out flyers. Listen to what the message say, y'all. This is how the message went. Tuda said, do you still need her to... Tuda said, do you still need her to? So Miss Ripley said, okay, do you know what that was referring to? Oh, it was Tuda had asked me to contact Jarvis to see if he still needed them to clean up. Was it? Was it really? Because you never explained that in the text. Hey, Q, Anna. Y'all get what I'm saying? You never stated what Neziah, you said, Tuda said, do you still need her to what? Hey, Lisa. Nah, established paternity, Key. She went down for DNA. Yeah, Key, exactly. That's why the Miss Ripley saying, what did you need her to do? What did y'all need her to do? What was that referring to? She said Neziah wanted to see if he still needed them to clean up. But why you didn't just say that? Why did you say Tuda said, do you still need her to? But you tell them, why didn't you say, do you need the girls to come clean up? They want to know if you need them to come and clean. Why didn't you put that in the text? Okay, and that would be clean up his shop? Yes. Okay, and to fast forward on January 1st, 21st, you sent messages to Mr. Butts. Is that fair to say? Yes. And that's when she went through the rest of that bullshit that I ain't even trying. Because don't forget she texted Jarvis and said, she told him, don't call me. You don't need to explain shit. But turned around and called him. That's what she told him in the same breath. Okay? Oh, she knew everything else. Shannon can remember everything else but the right shit. I want to get back into this. How long do the phone locations stay on the phone? Or if they know if they cut the phone on or off in 30 up until the case got picked up. She said, girl, shut the front door. That's because she went in that phone and saw she ran down there. Had she not seen it, she would have still been riding with him, even though she's still doing it now. Yeah. She didn't know. She didn't sound right. She didn't want to record. Latasha said, bull crap. Yeah. We're going to finish getting into a lot. Let's finish following 54 Keys on this trail ride, y'all.
I was like, I wonder what the hell that was all about. What y'all talking about? I mean, their conversations was quick as hell. But while those two conversations were made, Jarvis' phone is pinging near the address 4 East Alexandria. Now, from Parkcrest Inn to 4 East Alexandria, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to get there, depending on which route you take. So, from 12:37 a.m. to 1:09 a.m., that's what, 32 minutes? It takes about 15, 20 minutes to get there. That would mean there's about, 15 minutes unaccounted for? I mean, did he hang around the hotel for a minute after that phone call with 15, 20? I mean, did he make a stop somewhere? I don't know. But what I do know is that Jarvis left that Parkcrest Inn and ended up at these apartments right here, called the Bicentennial Tower.
I wonder what he did in them 15 minutes. I wonder where them 15 unaccounted minutes was. Are they keeping that in court too? Where those lingering 15 minutes could have been? Just wondering. I wonder what do the state really have. I need to know. Yeah, because like she said, I want 54 keys. What did those 15 minutes? What was he doing with them 15 minutes that's unaccounted for? What's those 15 minutes doing? What is he doing? Because you can do a lot in 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You can do a lot.
Were apartments on 4 East Alexandria. And while he pulling up over there, 2 text messages were sent at 1:11 a.m. The first text was an outgoing text. So what? Jarvis sent the first text. And then the second text, also at 1:11, was an incoming text to Jarvis. When I first seen these texts, I thought about what Shannon said.
Last night I texted him. Well, first I called him. He didn't answer. The second time I sent him a message. Still no Twitter. He replied back, "Oh wow." Okay, thanks.
See, she describes 2 texts. In the first one, she would have sent to Jarvis saying, "Still no Twitter." And for those of you who don't know, Naziah's nickname was Twitter.
But in the transcripts, if y'all go read the transcripts, it say that Shannon first said that. Go back and read, y'all, and listen. The first time in this, it say different in here in the transcripts. It says she said, "Have you seen Tudor and know her whereabouts?" And she said, "Still no Tudor." But Judge Sabri told her to repeat it and say what she said. And she said, I texted Jarvis and said, "Still no Tudor." That ain't what you said at first. You gotta go read it. Go read it.
This would have been an incoming text to Jarvis. And then Jarvis responding to her text, "Oh wow," like he don't know nothing, right? That would have been an outgoing text from Jarvis. Now, this is one of those reasons, another reason anyway, why I question the direction of those calls. I mean, maybe it's just me. I mean, it could be just a coincidence. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, we don't know what number the text was made from. And we don't know what the text said. And I was like, I mean, why wouldn't they tell us that? Hell, they read all those other text messages. You understand what I'm saying? They read 2 days worth of text messages. I wanted to know what these 2 text messages right here said. I got, just something to think about. But how about this? You ain't gonna believe this shit. After those 2 texts, Jarvis made contact with, guess who? 1520. Again. That call was made at 1:11, and it says that it was an outgoing call. Now, if you haven't noticed by now, Jarvis and this damn 1520 been in contact all day. 4:09 p.m., 10:53 p.m., 12:37 a.m. That phone call got Jarvis up out that Park Crest Inn. And now we got this call at 1:11. And this 1:11 phone call was the shortest conversation between Jarvis and 1520.
Who is 1520? That's going to be interesting. 1520 is going to be interesting. If Marquita can use a fake name to work with them kids, will make us think that Naziah wasn't under a fake name to go to the doctor. And that's probably why we can't get her medical records. Yeah, we all want to know who's behind 1520. That's a lot of calls. That's a lot of contact. Long contact that ain't it. 1520.
Lasted only 6 seconds. So, here's the thing. I don't know about y'all, but I'm thinking 1520 might know something about something. I mean, is it just me or nah? What y'all think? And I also wonder if 1520 is tied to these apartments right here, Bicentennial Towers. Because we know who lives there.
You mentioned Najin. Is it Najin Rushing?
Yes.
Okay.
Could be, Kenyatta. I don't remember.
Stays at 4 Alexandria Street, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So on the 9th, you had
I don't know
information
Ken's
that
number.
he
So
was both at both at the Wilshire address at some point, correct?
Yes.
And he was at the Alexandria address, correct?
Correct.
And did you get any information from any of these witnesses that that was not true?
That what was not true?
That he was at those addresses?
Did I get any information that he was not at the addresses? I believe when we talked to Najin, she couldn't remember if he was. She didn't acknowledge seeing him that night.
Okay.
So,
And that's all the more reason, you know, she might not have remembered, but that's all the more reason that she should be there, because that's where his phone pinged to. And if you okay, that's, you know, that's very important, because it was many phone calls made to that 1520 number. I don't remember what Nate's number was. I just don't. I really don't. If y'all can go back and hear it and look at it and see if it was her number wherever she spoke at, then that's her number. But it's very important to know. And then she's saying, well, I don't know if I remember seeing him or not. And then it's just like, you marked off the list. Okay, well, we ain't got nothing else, because we can't make you remember, but at the same time, you're fine. No, everybody has to be here. Could a person that stay in them apartments be named? She lived there. She lived there. She lived there. Hey, boss lady, what's going on? I'm really think whoever's number it is had to be someone to help him, or someone telling him what to do. Hey, Jenny, what's going on? I just want y'all to hear this. That's all. We just breaking it down ourselves. I can't speculate. That's her number. I don't know, but I'm interested.
this girl, another one of Jarvis' lady friends, told the police that she didn't remember. She didn't acknowledge seeing Jarvis that night. I mean, I don't know if I believe this. Do y'all? Did the police question her because of her address? Or did her phone number show up in the records? Is she 1520? I mean, I don't know. But I really want to know. Because after this 111 exchange, we knew Jarvis was at 4 East Alexandria. But this is where they put a pause on the phone records. They gave us nothing else after this. And it left me thinking, where's Naziah?
But you didn't go to the police that night? No. She ever not returned home previously? No, this is her first time ever doing this. Your mom was going to file a police report in the morning? Correct. Okay. Did you go with her to file a police report in the morning? No, it was my older sister. And that morning, I got up. Like I said, I went straight to the school. And from there, I was on my way to the police station to make the report. And they called the police from there. DPS police came to the school.
So the first report you made to police was the next morning?
Yes.
You know approximately what time?
I got it when school starts at 7:30. So I got there at 7:30. They got there about, I don't know, maybe 8.
So you didn't go to the precinct, you went to the school, and the school called the police?
Yes, they called the police because I was really ready to leave, and the dean said, no, stay here. She said, no, we'll call the police.
So later that morning, on January the 10th, at 8 a.m.
So that means lady spent the night. If lady went with, since you don't fuck with your daughter, that means she stayed at your house, correct? Because you was at the school at 7:30. You said as soon as you got up, you went straight to the school. for a daughter that you don't fool with. She spent the night, right? But told that lady on Mark D podcast she did run away before. Yeah. They just ain't think people was going to be behind her. Wouldn't that mean lady spent the night with a woman that don't deal with her own daughter? Because she said she don't deal with her daughter. What was lady saying? Across the street? You said as soon as you got up, you went straight to the school. I'm going to play that number. That's my mother's address in Philly. I grew up in Philly while the African that does my hair. Her address is 1520. Her birthday is 120. Death date is next month. Okay, Lisa? This crazy ass people thought they was going to get away with their regular shit. Yeah. The school calls the police for a missing child. Okay? Shit don't make sense. How was she at the school before the staff liar? But that mean lady spent the night. Her daughter, she said she on food week. Is at her house. Gotta spend the night. Y'all said she went with you.
Grandma Annette was at the school filing a report for Naziah, a missing persons report, and she reported it to the school police. Okay, but did you hear Shannon say she didn't go with Grandma Annette to file that missing person report? In that clip that I played, it sounded like she said her oldest sister went, and I was like, okay, wait a minute. Her oldest sister is Kenyatta, right? Naziah's mother. Interesting.
I was born with my skull on the outside.
Okay, Lisa.
While they're at the school filing the report, look at what Jarvis doing.
Just to clarify a little bit, Jarvis borrowed your car on the 9th. Yes. Brought it back the 10th in the morning. Yes. Yeah. About 6 a.m. or so, or in the morning? In the morning, 8:30. 8:30. Was this normal, abnormal? No, not normal. Okay. And did Mr. Butts say what he was doing when he was your car? No. Okay.
Jarvis picked this girl car up at 9:15 the night before. Remember, she said they just swapped cars. And he just now bringing her car back at 8:30 in the morning? Oh, man, nah. She crazy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. We're not the same. That's all I'm going to say about that. We're not the same. But anyway, so after he dropped her car off and got back in his own car, I wonder where he went. I wonder where he went after that. Because it's sure.
And this is where I say this is where Latricia gets tricky. You said you went to the shop, right? How's that possible when King said that? No. Jarvis didn't come to work that day. She's guilty. The baby mother's guilty, y'all. Whether y'all want to believe that that's why she wanted again to take her life. Let me get to this. I want to read something that she said. Hold on, y'all. This is her transcripts. Hold on. I had to dig through, y'all. He's my daughter's father. Let me see what she said about the school. Like, you'll call. I'm going to put you to the 15th. Do you remember the day? Yes. What happened on the day? Police came to my home, asked if I know Jarvis' house. Okay, before, all right. And did you get... Listen to this, y'all. And listen to this. Listen. So they asked him, Latricia, remember this is 30 days later. Everybody got to remember 30 days. 30 days. They said, where did that go? Now, do you recall, I'm going to put you back to February 15th. Listen to the date. February 15th, 2024. Do you remember that day? Yes. And what happened on that day? Police came to my home asking me if I know Naziah and have I seen Naziah? Okay. Before, she said, okay. And she said, before, all right. And did you, I guess, did they do anything at your house when you were there? They searched my house. Did they ever search on that day? Did they search your vehicle? No. Okay. They just looked in there. They didn't do a full, I don't know if it was at what you would call a search of them looking inside. Okay, was there ever a time that you allowed Jarvis to use your vehicles? Let's start there. She said they looked inside her car. They didn't search it. She said they came in and searched the house. I wonder what kind of search, are we going to hear what kind of search they did? Did y'all just go in because hell had 30 days? Hell. And y'all got to remember this phone call. I know that I want y'all to pay attention to the phone call because this is where we get confused. Well, Jarvis wasn't a victim when he called Latricia. He wasn't. But he was already doing his time for his charge. Jarvis knew when he heard they was going inside people's houses, it was about Naziah. Whether he was charged and he wasn't a suspect, he was already in time doing his charge. That what they looking for. He turned himself in for what he was at court for. So we know he wasn't a suspect. The phone call was still about Naziah on Jarvis's end, and she knew. Because if I give him my keys, they don't know about me, do they? He said they running in everybody's shit. She said, everybody's shit? He said, yeah. He said, I don't know what Shannon got going on out there. Ain't that what he said? I don't know what Shannon got going on out there. What he was in jail for didn't have nothing to do with Shannon. Did he? His gun charge didn't have nothing to do with Shannon. He said, save yourself. Wipe everything down that I touched. Go stay at your mama's house. Why she gotta stay at her mama's house? They can't question her but ask her what happened. She don't know. You just borrowed a car. Y'all got to pay attention to everything that's being said. Yes, he wasn't a suspect, duh. But it wasn't about guns, y'all. He was already doing his time. That's why he had to turn himself in from the 9th of January to the 7th of February. He knew when he heard that they was going in everybody's house who they was looking for and what they was looking for. They was looking for Naziah, and he knew. Then if the police was to go to a house and look what they looking for, because Naziah was there. And why did Latricia lie and say Jarvis was at the shop when he wasn't? I wonder if they're going to ask King, did Latricia come to the shop? That's it. Because wipe everything down for what? He's the father of her child. Y'all probably still screwing around. Well, what could they do with your DNA in her house? You screw on her. What? So what would they be looking for in her house? Why would she have to wipe any and everything down? Because that means Naziah was in your house. Yeah. And Detective Jones, you guys did a piss poor job. She said you guys looked in her car. You didn't search it. Yeah, okay. I don't see anything here. Because searching means you're going through. You're pulling everything out. Right? But yet the DPD didn't search your nets. Come on. You knew about this 13-year-old. You seen Naziah on the night, and you said nothing. And I hope they get your motherfucking ass. Because you was wrong. Wipe down everything in the house. When you already know y'all got a kid together. What? He probably been all up through her. Well, what they gonna do with his DNA that they can't get from him right then and there? Come on. Thank you, Will, bro, for being a member for 3 months. Keep that jacket on, bro. Hey, J for a man. What's going on? I didn't see that. Let me see. Because my eyes be letting. She said DNA. What up, Supremely? What made the police go to the girlfriend's house in the first place? What connected her to Naziah? What girlfriend, Erlene? They went to her house because he drove her car. He used her car. Hey, Mia. The evangelist said he don't know why they didn't search in his house. That spoke volumes to me. But I just wanted y'all to kind of go through that and see why Latricia said she went to the shop on the 11th. When King said he didn't work. She knew those glasses belonged to Naziah. That's why he snatched. She gave them glasses back to her when he came and got that car the second time. Ain't that when you gave him them glasses? You didn't go to that shop. No, you didn't. When he came back to reborrow the car, you gave him the glasses. Which is funny that you said that this is another lie if y'all caught on to it. I mean, come on, we got to use common sense, you guys. I thought you didn't ever use that car anyway. You drove the other car. You drove the other car. That's why I was looking through her messages because I wanted to remember if she said that she used the other car. She said they just looked in there. They didn't do a full search. I don't know if that's what you call a search of them looking inside. Okay. Was there ever a time you allowed Jarvis to use your vehicle? Yes, one time. Okay. She said yes, one time. They said okay. She said 2 times, should I say. Come on, man. You knew you let him use that car 2 times. Why'd you lie and say 1 time? When they asked her, they said, was there ever a time you allowed him to use your car? Yes, 1 time. Miss Ripley said, okay. She said 2 times, I should say. She said, the judge said, can you speak up? The witness said 2 times, thank you. And which vehicle was that? The blue Nissan Sentra. Okay, I showed you a PowerPoint at 197 photos of the Nissan Sentra. Do you recall seeing this photo? Yes. Didn't she say she used another car? Come on, RJ. Plus, did they analyze the electronics they found? I don't know. Hey, London. I want to know why he doesn't have any charges for weapons they found. I think they said the glasses were sure in her car. Yeah, spoken. I think they said because they was registered. But why didn't they get him with being a felon around a gun? Why did he get persistent felon? Let's talk about that. Why did he get persistent felon? Was he even a felon? She can remember when he got the car the second time because she don't want to remember that fuzzy no when it came back to the second time. Her mom's car. Did she mention that? Yeah. Yeah, Maya. That's what she said. And look, they didn't even listen to this, y'all. They didn't even interview her till August 30th of 2024. I didn't even realize that. They said, okay, do you recall being interviewed by Detroit police back on August 30th, 2024? Yeah, and what was the relationship to Jarvis Butts? Yes, do you know Jarvis Butts? Okay. He's my daughter's father. And can you tell me appointed? Okay. Yeah, the daughter had just turned 2. And Jarvis. I just want to see about her car. I had a flat tire. I went to his auto shop on that. And you said you have one daughter with Jarvis. Do you have any other children? Yes. I have a son. He's 7. No. Do you recall? I'm gonna put you back on. Okay. I just wanted to see what she said. I'm gonna have to probably come back to this when she said she drove her car. Now, when you let Jarvis borrow your vehicle, did it look how it was? Photo, the back was messed up, but the front was good. Okay, it was fixed. You still had the front thing? Yes. I didn't get home until 9, and he came to my house to get my car. Is that 9 or 9 p.m.? 9. And he came to your house and picked it up. Yeah. So she said she didn't get home till 9. She said she didn't get home till 9, and that's when he came. That's why I said, was he at Angels or was he at Latricia's? Now make up your mind. She said if he never used that car, why that day? Right. Hey, intentionally. Hey, 7. Ain't why my man calling telling me to wipe shit while he in jail. Jarvis, I said that, Lola. I said that. What's funny, 7? Let me get my hand on 7 name real quick in case I got to delete them. What's funny, 7? And she said, to your knowledge, did Mr. Butts say how long he was going to borrow your car for? She said no. Did you have a time where you expected it back? At least 2 hours. Okay, when did Mr. Butts return your car the next morning? Was that normal? Abnormal? Not normal? Not normal? Okay, did Mr. Butts say what he was doing with your car? No. Did you notice anything different about or in your car after he used it the first time? No. Did you notice anything in the back seat that was different? There was a pair of glasses. So what day did he wreck the car? Thank you, intentionally. What day did Jarvis wreck the car? Because she said when he bought it back that there wasn't nothing wrong with the car. So did he wreck it on the second time? Is that gonna come out in court? What day he wrecked it on? That's all I'm asking. When did the car come back messed up? It had to be the second time, right? Why didn't she report it? Did she go off? I want to know the conversation. Everyone's trying to distance themselves. How can so many women let that ish slide? We know he's guilty. Samaj, you too friendly. Let me say that. You are. DPD should have arrested him when they got the notification from CPS. If they would have, Naziah might still be here. Yeah, good question. That cars must have been the second time. Yes. Jarvis would have had better luck borrowing his mama's car. Yes. And they said, and they said, did Jarvis say when he was going to bring the car back? She said no. So why would you expect it back in 2 hours if you never put a stipulation on? Like, yeah, make it make sense. Will, you want to get my car, right? You don't, we ain't, Will, how long you gonna be? You gonna ask somebody, how long you gonna be? Because you said you expected it back in 2 hours. They said, did you give Jarvis the time when to bring the car back? No. So what are we talking about? Thank you, Will. Thank you, Robert. I'm trying to figure out why he would say so much clear stuff on a jail call. Just simply, let's go. Let's go, V. Let's go, Vicky. Yeah. He rushed her home to switch cars, so did he leave the truck there? Come on, where was the truck? Where was the truck? Him and Naziah couldn't have walked. Because they wouldn't have got there fast. It would have put everything at a later time. From Wilshire to Otter and Balfour. And she's pregnant, tired, been in school all day, don't walk all the way down there. He rushed her home to switch cars. It said Jarvis checked in the hotel at 9:30 and checked out at 12 p.m. That makes no sense at all, Big Mama. At all. Let me get that person up out of here. Give me a second. How you gonna have two females on the phone at the same time? If y'all go back and listen, she said, how'd you call me? She was getting an attitude for real because she want to know how he called her. Because she know it took her a minute, like, ain't no operator come through. If Latricia say she don't drive the blue car, she must have been in the other car when she went to the shop where the glasses in the other car, the one that she, Alicia, pay attention. If you driving another car and your son got to be at school, why did you wait on drivers? You got another car. So you said. If you driving another car, why did you drive the blue car with the glasses in it that he borrowed that you don't drive to the shop? Why didn't you drive the car you've been driving? Are y'all cool? And why would you have to use someone to call your homegirl? Who she called intentionally? I believe when he first used it, it was nervous and it was dark. He wrecked driving. But she said he brought it back fine spoken. Per the transcripts right here. They asked her, was the car fine? Where she said it? They asked her, in January of 2024, your car still had the front thing, yes. Is that only difference in how it looked? They asked her, did the car... Okay. They said, did you notice anything different about or in your car after he used it the first time? She said, no. She said, no. He used someone else to call. Yeah. They need to search the mama car, search her mama car. They need to search her mama's car. Why do you think they need to search her mama car? If she wasn't driving it, then it wasn't drivable. No, she just said I guess she would always have her mama's car more. I don't know. She didn't say it wasn't drivable. She just said she never drove it again or something like that. I forgot exactly. That's why I was looking for how she said it. I want to see how exactly she said. If y'all can go back in y'all transcript, she said something about how she drove another car. She stopped driving that car. I wonder if maybe she only had one car seat and it was in the Nissan. But why would it be in the Nissan if you saying you never drove that car no more? You start driving your mama car. That it don't make sense not to have the car seat in the car you use the most. She tried to retract her testimony. So what time did he use the car the second time? That's a good question. Hey, T-Bay. Y'all get what I'm saying? Pay attention to Latricia's statements. If I got another car I'm using that's better than that car, is why I'm using this one. Why am I waiting on him to take my son to school when I got another vehicle outside? The one that Jarvis told her to drive, like he was trying to steer them away from the other car. So what? I don't see why they would check that car though, Alicia. I still don't get why they would check her mama's car. He's trying to steer her away from the blue Nissan. She been driving her mama car. So that's why I'm not understanding who's big. What that mean? He's big, isn't he? I ain't getting y'all questions when y'all ask him like that, T-Bay. I'm trying to get y'all to get the context of it. That's it. Maybe everybody ain't catching on to what I'm saying. And that's they check. Look what you wrote, Alicia. Exactly. And that's they checked. Did the mama have another car? Cause damn, that's cold for her to use her car and Jarvis been in corners in the same car. Let me move away from Lucretia, because I don't think y'all getting it. I'm getting away from Lucretia. Y'all go read it. Y'all go listen to it for yourself. I don't know if we just ain't getting it or whatever. My point ain't landing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe that's too much. I'm just trying to understand why she would be waiting on Jarvis to come back to take. Yes, X-Rain. That's what I'm saying. The lies ain't mathing. The lies ain't mathing. They wouldn't check her mama's car because she drove her mama's car. Jarvis used her car. They didn't find anything in or the blue car. Jarvis trying to use reverse psychology and it worked. No, he's not. Alicia, why you think he's trying to use reverse psychology? It ain't using reverse psychology. That's don't drive that car. Something happened in that car. Something with that car happened. He telling her to stick with you. Just use her mama car. Don't drive that car. Stick to driving your mama car that you been driving. But T-Bay, if I no longer use this car, it's my car, it's drivable. If I no longer use it, I'm using my mama's car on a daily. Why would I not have the car seat in this car? Come on, spoken word. Boom. She's lying about trying to disassociate from that car. He told her to use her mama car. Why, if that's what she drive the most? That's what she said. So I'm trying to understand why she told the court she was waiting on him so she could take her son to school. And it's like, but you got another car. You said you don't drive that car that he used. That's why he told her to wipe it down. Yes. That's what I'm trying to say to y'all. She was lying. Now, was she going in that car to meddle to see maybe what she could find? Yes. Because if you don't drive that car after Jarvis bring it back, what made you go through it? What made you all of a sudden want to park your mama car and start driving that car to where you even went and picked the kids up, your son up from school and stopped at the shop to take your baby in there to see Jarvis? Now, you ain't been driving that car all this motherfucking time. She ain't been driving this car all this time. She been driving a mama car all this time. But just coincidentally, when Jarvis borrow your car and bring it back, now you want to jump in that car and go pick your son up from school and take your baby to the shop. I could be wrong. Facts, he wouldn't have to tell anything that she does know. That's all I'm saying. I'm just like, he was saying a lot. She had a month to get it right for him. Yeah. She said she was curious to see. Did he have a bitch in my car? Let me go looking. Let's see if I can find some lipstick or something. He better not have no bitch. What we think if a nigga use our car? He better not have no bitch in my car. I know that. He said he was taking the son. She didn't trust him. She went out there to look through her. She found them glasses. She was pissed he wrecked that car. But she said he didn't wreck it intentionally. The first time. They said, was anything wrong with your car when you brought it back the first time? She said no. They was trying to throw him off. and she wanted to go to that shop so she could see them glasses because that baby, too, she not looking for no one. Obviously, something happened in her car. Them glasses was in her. You want? What you say? She had and she wanted to go to that shop so he could see them glasses because that baby. When she found them glasses, you just jumped straight in the car, put your kids in the car seat that day. But you didn't go to the shop the day she said, because remember, King said he didn't work that day. She said she went. Let me tell you this. I just want to know if they're going to ask her about that. Obviously, something happened in her car, the glasses in her, you on the money. I'm just saying, are they going to ask her about that? You said you went, Miss Ripley going to say, you said you went to the shop the next day, right? Because you found the glasses in the car. Are you sure you went to the shop on the 11th? As soon as she say, yeah, are y'all going to come and tell her that the Jarvis's partner, we talked to Jarvis's partner, and he said that that Jarvis didn't come to work that day because he actually talked to Jarvis a few times that day. Between her and King, somebody lying, correct? Karen said they was all telling lies. Hey, Charlotte. I'm just saying, someone between her and King, one of them lying. But King said he talked to Jarvis. We know they got Jarvis's call logs. Who telling the truth? Because I believe King at this point, because King ain't trying to go down for Jarvis at this point. King ain't trying to go down at this point for Jarvis. Now, why would he come to work if I talk to him on the phone? Why would he be there? Why would I talk to him on the phone if he's standing right beside me? If Jarvis took those glasses, the police never saw the glasses. So it's Latricia lying about where she found the glasses. Ooh, Alicia, good one. Did she really find them in her car, or did Naziah leave them at her house? Good one, Alicia. Did the baby really have the glasses on, or did Naziah leave the glasses at her house when she was over there? Because Jarvis went in the hotel by himself right after getting your car. So that only leaves Naziah, if he didn't drop her back off to Shannon and Annette, that will leave Naziah right there with you. That will leave Naziah right there with you. And that would mean that when he came back to retrieve that truck that he left around the corner from your house, he got Naziah when he gave your car back. Because you said y'all switched cars. Don't forget, she even said we switched cars. So it means he left his car, he left that truck right there at her house, and he retrieved Naziah that morning. That's how you got those glasses. They was never in that car. And you never went up right to the job because King already said it. That's why you wanted to do what you did to yourself and Jarvis's baby. Nobody's going to take their own life for allowing you to borrow the car keys, right? Kimco, right? Peaches. You're not going to take your own life and take your baby's life based off of you letting somebody use your car. Hey, Born Queen. But Naziah left her glasses over to your house. And all you had to do was say, I didn't know. He asked, could the little girl stay? She gave him back to the monster, Demetra. She gave him back to the monster. This might made up a story and acting like she was running away and he was trying to save her. That's why she was at the house with him. Ain't telling what to play. Key, I'm telling you, she was at her house. Look at the timeline. 9 o'clock left Angels, went straight to Latricia's. and at the hotel checking in at 9:30. Latricia said she got home at 9. Well, hell, he was just leaving Angels at 9. Going straight to hers, getting the car. Again, if he didn't drop Neziah off in that little... remember the time. Now, y'all go and find Wilshire to Auto Drive in Belfort. Y'all do the timing. And do the timing to the Park Crest Hotel. She wasn't at the hotel with him. Latricia's house was the center of all this. They told Neziah to go there from school. That's where she was supposed to see him at. That's why she said, I'll wait there for you. Latricia. That's why they told her to wipe everything down. Wiped everything down I touched. Man, say, he can't say wipe everything down that Neziah touched. Are y'all cool? He couldn't say her name on that jail call. Hey, yo, wipe everything down Neziah touched. She knew what he was saying. She knew what Jarvis was saying. He didn't have to say Neziah's name. She knew when he said wipe everything down. That's why she said, they ain't coming to my house, are they? Well, what's in your house? Hell, he used your car. Oh, okay. Oh. They not coming to my house, are they? They don't know about me. She did, T-Bag, exactly. Why was it much hate towards this baby? Hey, Harry. I'm just saying to y'all what it is to me. It's to me. I'm looking at the timeline of it all. If she didn't go to the hotel with you, she stayed at the last place you went, which is Latricia's. Because it's just a short amount of time in when he checked in to getting her car to leaving Angels. I mean, we're using common sense. So plot twist, what if she's assisting with that home abortion and stuff went wrong, so when he came the next morning was cleanup time? I don't want to speculate. That's something sweet because I don't know. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I don't know that timing. I really don't. From the 10th on, I can't say what they did in Latricia's house. They didn't question him because they just wanted him for the time they can get. Yeah, slow turtle day coming, child. Hold on. I lost my place on her, y'all.
What y'all think? And I also wonder if 1520 is tied to these apartments right here, Bicentennial Towers. Because we know who lives there.
You mentioned Najin. Is it Najin Rushing?
Yes.
Okay. And Miss Rushing stayed at 4 Alexandria Street, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So on the 9th, you had information that he was both at the Wilshire address at some point, correct?
And I want y'all to go back to how, this is what I want y'all to do. Because remember, this phone call happened before the preliminary. This is what I want y'all to remember. When she was describing the glasses, it was like Latricia was like, I ain't going down with this nigga. I ain't going down. Well, we know for a fact Shannon was picking him up from Latricia's area. Remember when she told them about Neziah asking about Arthur and Balfour? She's like, that's like, do you have any significance? No. What I am familiar with is, she changed it up. What I do know I picked Jarvis up from there. Y'all think Shannon was just in love with Jarvis and never investigated or nothing and never, yeah. Because she said, well, my son was playing with him my son was playing with him when I was with Jarvis at his shop. And what's that, I guess. She said the next day I went to the shop and my son, after picking my son up from school, Jarvis was seeing his daughter and my son was playing with his glass in the back. It's just coincidental that Jarvis used your car. Now the next day he also won't be into your baby and bring her to the shop so I could see her. But he already was over there because you said he borrowed your car the same night. 2 days in a row. Then you said you don't remember which day. It was like close in. Why y'all think Jarvis was playing it cool and want to see the baby and shit all of a sudden? She did him a solid. He trying to play Papa in, you know what I'm saying? Now he in love with, he back dangerously in love like Beyonce and Jay-Z because he can't afford for her to say nothing. She said, so the next day he only used the car for 2 or 3 hours. And were there times that he would be in your car with you? Yes. You would take him places? Yes. Have you had contact with Jarvis since he turned himself in February 7th? Yes. Okay, what was that through? Phone call, app, get out, text app. You need to pull the microphone. You recall a phone call in which Jarvis asked you some things about your vehicle? Yes. You heard that call before? Yes. Yeah, I think she really helped him. What is it? Because why didn't they ask Latricia? Why didn't they ask her the second time when he used your car? Because see, that's what gets me with Miss Ripley and them. Why didn't they say it's my thing. Why didn't they ask? So y'all asked her about the first time, like, was anything wrong with the car? Any difference in the car when he bought it back the first time? No. Why didn't y'all ask her about the second time when y'all asked her the second time in court? Because we need to know when the car was messed up. That's significant in court because y'all asked her when was the car messed up like that in January. You stated it wasn't, not the front. So now when we get to this trial, are y'all gonna ask her, okay, so when Jarvis brings your car back the second time, what happened? And you see that your car is messed up. What was the conversation? Because we all know he didn't care about no children. Okay, Akita? We know she investigated because she was going through Naziah tablet and phone. Yep. So all them heifers met or knew of Naziah and did absolutely nothing. That's why Shannon said Naziah asked her about the address because she was trying to throw the baby mama under the bus. That's a good one because Shannon was saying, do she know Latricia? And that makes sense, Jesse. That makes sense, Jesse. It could be. It could be. Allegedly. Everything we saying is allegedly, but it could be why Shannon mentioned Audrey Balfour. You know what I'm saying? Not to really throw Jarvis under the bus, but to simply say Latricia knows something. Makes me think Jarvis touched her daughter or son, and she lying saying he ain't never touched hers because he has this dirt on him. All them involved. Chalk said that. Shannon said they had another baby mama that she didn't know about. I don't think it was her though, do you? Y'all think it was her? Because really in all actuality, because her baby was just 2 this year. Her baby was just 1 at the time Naziah. Yeah, because when you think about it, well, I don't know, because her baby was really just turning 1 when Naziah went missing her baby was really just turning 1. Hey, Mimi, what's going on? Let's get back to this one. I want y'all to really hear this, and then I want to get to what I really came here for, okay? So we can get up out of here.
Yes. And he was at the Alexandria address.
Me too, Supreme. Yes.
And did you get any information from any of these witnesses that that was not true? That what was not true? That he was at those addresses. Did I get any information that he was not at the addresses?
Listen to what he's asking her.
When we talked to Najee, she couldn't remember if he was. She didn't acknowledge seeing him that night. Okay.
Happens on Treat.
She said that. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this commercial out the way.
Treat is the first.
So this girl, another one of
So, she's saying that Najee said she don't recall seeing him. It doesn't mean he wasn't there, because Jarvis is trying to create alibis for places that he's been. And he was like, well, did anybody, do you recall anybody saying he wasn't there? She said, well, because she couldn't say, no, like, well, she said she don't recall. You know what I'm saying? Jarvis is getting them alibis together.
Jarvis lady friends told the police that she didn't remember. She didn't acknowledge seeing Jarvis that night. I mean, I don't know if I believe this. Do y'all? Did the police question her because of her address? Or did her phone number show up in the records?
Mm-hmm.
Is she 15, 20? I mean, I don't know.
Yep, because her baby turned 1 too. Her baby had just turned 1 in January 2024, if I can recall, allegedly. I think her baby did just turn 1 too. So that means both of their babies just turned 1. He's been known to mess with him as early as 4. I haven't heard 1 years of age. Who messed with he's been known to mess with them? Yeah, Aikita.
But I really want to know. Because after this 111 exchange, we knew Jarvis was at 4 East Alexandria. But this is where they put a pause on the phone records. They gave us nothing else after this. And it left me thinking, where's Naziah?
But you didn't go to police that night? No. She ever not returned home previously? No, this is her first time ever doing this. Your mom was going to file a police report in the morning. Right. Okay. Did you go with her to file a police report in the morning? No, it was my older sister. And that morning, I got up.
Stop. Bring that
to school. And from there, I was on my way to the police station to make the report. And they called the police from there. DPS police came to the school.
So the first before she made the police was the next morning.
Yes.
You go approximately what time?
School starts at 7:30, so I got there at 7:30. They got there about
too many.
8.
So you didn't go to the precinct, you went to the school, and the school called the police.
Yes, they called the police because I was really ready to leave, and the dean said, "No, stay here." She said, "No, we'll call the police."
So later that morning, on January the 10th, at 8 a.m., Grandma Annette was at the school filing a report for Naziah, a missing persons report, and she reported it to the school police. Okay, but did you hear Shannon say she didn't go with Grandma Annette to file that missing person report? In that clip that I played, it sounded like she said her oldest sister went, and I was like, okay, wait a minute. Her oldest sister is Kenyatta, right? Naziah's mother. Interesting. While they're at the school filing the report, look at what Jarvis doing.
Just to clarify a little bit, Jarvis borrowed your car on the 9th. Yes. Brought it back the 10th in the morning. Yes. Yeah. About 6 a.m. or so in the morning. In the morning, about 8:30. 8:30. Was this normal, abnormal? No, not normal. Okay. And did Mr. Butts say what he was doing when he had your car?
And why I say she lied, because all y'all gotta do is go back to the closing arguments, right? The closing arguments don't have Jarvis leaving the hotel at 8 or 8:30 the next day, Latricia. They said he left like, don't mistake me, y'all, because we got to go back through these transcripts. I don't even know where they are. But I could have sworn they said Jarvis didn't leave the hotel until like 12, 11 or 12, between that time. They never had Jarvis coming to your house on nothing at 8 in the morning. Y'all can go look. Go listen for yourself. Go listen for yourself. And then if I'm making a mistake, y'all come back and tell me. But per the closing arguments, they had Jarvis leaving the hotel like noon and not 8:30. Hey, Steffi Jean. X-Rain said, sure did. Valerie said, right. I mean, they got to talk to them. Alicia said, yes, man. Yeah, I know, Alicia. I'm confused about her timing. I'm confused about her whole story. She said she know because she had to take her son to school. His phone pinged at 12:37 a.m. leaving the hotel. But Kim Cole, in another message, when you go back, Kim Cole, when you go back to that morning, they said he checked out at 12. They had him leaving the hotel at 12:30. He didn't check out. He left. I can check in the hotel. I can leave anytime. We're talking about that next day. Y'all got to go back and listen and read. Does anyone know what time the school takes in? It was stated that they get there early enough to eat breakfast, getting there at 8 o'clock. Hey, Leah. That's all I'm saying, Kim Cole. I'm going to have to go through this. I don't even know which box, y'all, the closing arguments are in. I would have been outside the school gates before they opened. And Jarvis went to court, y'all, on the 9th at 9. Remember, him and Nazias texted at 9:30. How did Jarvis know he was getting out? He was going to make it out of court that day. Ain't it funny how that shit just worked out for him on the 9th? He checked out at that time doesn't mean he was ever there. I think that's how 54, how can he be in two places? Exactly, Kim Cole. I'm going to break down. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it tonight. We just going to break that part down. I ain't going to be here long when I break it down, but I'm going to find it. If one of my mods can go through that timing of the timing of that, you know what I'm saying? Because, again, that's when they left it off. They never said anything else. If y'all go through the opinion, once he left, they never gave anything else after a certain time. But in the closing arguments, they said a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Jarvis picked this girl car up at 9:15 the night before. Remember, she said they just swapped cars. And he just now bringing her car back at 8:30 in the morning? Oh, man, nah. She crazy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. We're not the same. That's all I'm going to say about that. We're not the same.
Yeah.
But anyway, so after he dropped her car off and got back in
Shocked they did. They was.
I wonder where he went. I wonder where he went after that. Because he sure as hell didn't go to work.
Supreme.
Do you recall if Mr. Bucks was at work that day?
I don't think he was.
What makes you think that he wasn't?
I believe he called me like 3 times, 4 times. No
Thank
reason for him
you.
to call me if he was standing right next to me. He called me. We had a 30-minute conversation on one account, and then we had another conversation about 15 minutes. So
What time did you come in on the time?
probably about 8:40. I go to the gym, so we open at 8, but I'm never there at 8, so I probably got there maybe 8:49.
And on the 10th, were you the one that opened the shop?
Yes.
So Jarvis didn't go to work after dropping that car off. I wonder why. He was right there. Remember, Latrice lived near Outer Drive and Balfour Road. It's only about 5 minutes from the shop. And then the
Shocked me
million-dollar
too.
question, where's Naziah? Is she with him? Is that why he can't go to work? I mean, I don't know. Did he go back to the hotel?
And is there a time that it was checked out?
Checked out at 12:30 p.m.
Pregnant.
Hold on. See what I'm saying? Listen to the timing of he checked out. Why they don't have him? Will they? Oh, this all I'm saying. When they come to trial, Latricia, allegedly, what I'm saying is allegedly everything. But when they come to trial, they got to have his phone pinged at her house at 8 and 8:30. Gotta be. Because she said that's when, you know what I'm saying? That's when she's saying that he came to her house. But they don't have him leaving the hotel till 12:30. It leads you to question it. I'm currently looking into the board of that 501c. Look, it's Leah's like, wait, what? Yeah, Alicia. Just when I thought I knew who held the key to everything, she does. Now, was it the defense that was asking her about the relationship, really digging into it? Really giving a motive into why she could possibly be lying? Getting deep down into her feelings about, did you feel like Jarvis lied to you a lot and woo woo woo? And she was like, yeah, but I'm like, I ain't never seen where somebody just come and lay and pipe in you, because she said they was just fucking. That's what y'all doing. They didn't have no relationship. So he would come and lay pipe and move on. Not saying you can't catch feelings, you don't had a baby with him and all. And then she said, but yeah, I was doing me too. Y'all see how she had that outburst that she was doing her too? Like, yeah, nigga, don't think you was running game on me. Y'all see how they sparked them feelings out? Chuck, why ain't a lot of them locked up? Let's talk about it. Why ain't a lot of them locked up, Chuck? Thank you, Mimi, for wearing your green jacket for 5 months. Didn't Naziah say she was tired of it, being with them people, being them and other people? What if she was one of the other women? I mean, Supreme, the way they was moving around, hell, we know? Shit. She said that. Make sure that was the last thing wasn't it? They got her real angry. They was building a motive to let me know that. How the defense build is like, she's gonna say some untruths because her feelings is hurt. Because she's finding out about these women and she's finding out he was lying to her. Laugh out loud. She said, how about that? I fell out. She got real defensive. Kim didn't. She got real mad, didn't she? Hey, Niecy. She got real angry. See, I pay attention to all of that. I got to pay attention to everything they're saying to each one of them. They're saying things for a reason. So she really thought she was hurting Jarvis by saying that. He had a lot of anger in it. Remember when JB called her and he was telling her to wipe everything down? Her response was, they know about me, how they know about me. And then don't forget, Gio, she said, how you call me? Look at the tone. Listen to how she was. She was so into the conversation. They don't know about me, do they? And then she had to think about it like, I ain't hear no operator. Somebody on the other line. How you call me? Go back and listen listen to her real good, y'all gonna hear her ask. Y'all know how that face is? Wait, no. I ain't heard no operator. How you calling me? He never said. He never said, but she asking. She sure did. She didn't know at that minute. Hey, all kind of shit running through. Somebody on the other line listening. What, he trying to set me up? All kind of shit was probably running through her head. Yeah, I know. I know. I listened to all of it. Word for word. I gotta listen to what the defense say and how they breaking it down. Because they trying to build a motive for Jarvis. Hey, Brother Nazir. I'm just saying, Gio. He said, just wipe everything down I touched. What he touch? He couldn't have touched much. He picked the car up at 9:15. He was at the hotel at 9:30. Go look at the distance between her house and Parkcrest. What he touch? I mean, hell, everything about him's in your house. You got a baby bound. Why would she wipe down anything he touched? Y'all be fucking. He be all up in there. What we talking about? Soft cookie, okay? Hey, is he bad? Soft cookie, I think she struck a nerve but didn't hurt his feelings. Ella, did you see how he looked up when she said it? I'm just saying, how would she know what he touched if she was clueless? Because he just borrowed a car. Let her tell it. He just borrowed a car. Now, are y'all going to make them explain why he said that? Are y'all going to say, did Jarvis come in your house? Because we need that. We need that at the trial. We need explanations on all this. Y'all can't just ask that question but not put it out there. They got to say, so on that night, did Jarvis come in your house? And the answer got to be yeah. He told her basically mind your business because he talked that slick shit to her when she asked about how he was calling her. Yeah, I have a link to see you, sis, but I can't. Okay, let me y'all drop the email for Brother Nazir real quick. Judge said that she didn't understand how two women that birthed children didn't know that she was pregnant, but yet they didn't say anything about that during the preliminary. But don't forget when Kim Worthless when it just came on 54 Key Show, when Kim Worthless was saying how defenseless she was, I wrote it on Shannon's transcript, matter of fact, that she was defenseless and pregnant. And if someone had your car longer than expected, she would have been pissed. But she wasn't, Supreme. Remember, she said she let him borrow it the next day or the day after. Hey, Julie. They really don't have proof that he brought her car. Just her word. She did say she ain't clean it, but no proof. She said the glasses was in her. But that's why I always said, y'all remember when I did a live a while back, I said, did she say that because she was angry? Because the way they was building it up about their relationship, I was like, damn, why they keep asking about the relationship between her and Jarvis? And why was she getting upset? I went, oh, okay, I see where they going with this. It was Tashiana, Venetia. It wasn't Latricia. Latricia got some splaining to do. Now, like I said, this is up to Miss Ripley and them to ask the right questions. Because they can't just say, also, they got to say, so, for when Jarvis told you to wipe everything down that he touched, because don't forget, she can't say he was talking about the car because he mentioned the car too. He mentioned the car too. So she can't say he was strictly talking about the car because he wasn't. He mentioned the car after he told her wipe everything down that he touched. That's what they're going to say. She made up because she was mad and jealous. And don't forget the outburst, Kim. They look all the same. They need to get up pissed off. That was slick. Yeah, Candy. Yes. Kim just said it. That's what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
Receipt says that the room was checked out of at 12:30 p.m. Now, that don't necessarily mean that Jarvis physically checked out of that room. I mean, it could just simply be the time that housekeeping noted that the room was empty and checked it out of the system. I mean, I would have loved to have seen those phone pings during this time frame, but they ain't give it to us. I mean, was he in the area of Parkcrest Inn at 12:30? I mean, maybe we'll get those details later. After going about 9-10 hours with no action, no Jarvis, no Neziah, Jarvis popped back up on the radar to borrow Latrice's car again.
Did he borrow it later that day again or the next day? I can't remember if it was later that day or the next day. I just know he did it again. Okay. Now, the second time that Jarvis asked to use your car, you said that was either the day after or the next day? Yes. Okay. Tell me about how that comes to happen. Well, he comes to my house, I get off work. He comes by, get my car, said he needs to use it again for his son. I said, okay. And he said he wasn't going to be gone for that long like he was the time before. I said, okay. He was only gone for like 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours.
Okay, couple things. First and foremost, I would have never let him use my car again. But she did, so it is what it is. And then she seemed confused about exactly when Jarvis borrowed her car again.
Go back. Watch. She was thoroughly confused. It was like trying to figure out what to say. Go back and watch. Y'all remembering everything but key points. And you notice when he talked to Latricia, he asked about their baby they have together. Never. She remembers, come on, let's go, Kim. She remembers everything but what day I will remember if a motherfucker just, come on. Now, see, Kim, they asked her, if y'all go back, they asked her, did her car come back okay? Was anything different on her car? She said no. So the first time he didn't wreck her car is what she said. Everything came back the way the car came back straight. Go back and listen to it. So now, at the trial, they got to ask her, when he bought that car back the second day, was your car the same way when he bought it from the first time? Was the car, did it come back intact? They got to. They got to ask about when that car came back wrecked. She said at the preliminary, she got to say the same shit she said at the preliminary. Because then she say she had to take his son. He did. He said he had to take his son somewhere again.
But I'm telling you right here, right now, he borrowed that car the night of January the 10th. The day after Neziah went missing. Remember, he had brought his phone at 8:30. So now, later on in the evening, he need to use it again? To do what? But then, did you hear her say, he came to my house after he got off work? I was like, oh, bless her little heart. She think this clown been at work all day. Jarvis been moving around on demon time. And then he popped back up on the radar at 9:49 p.m. Jarvis' phone record showed.
Y'all can't forget, she said he came over my house after he got off work. King said he never came to work. King said he didn't go to work, Latricia. Oh, you didn't know King said he didn't go to work? Oh, okay, my bad. You said he came and got your car the second time when he got off work. He didn't work, baby. You even said you went up there to take the baby to see him. He didn't work. So where did you take the kids? Was he working at another Frank Shops? I'm just curious. African Queen, I'm just curious about a lot. That's all. I got questions. Yeah, she said he bought the car back. Remember, she said he bought the car back 8:30. I want to know at the trial, are they going to verify that? Are they going to say, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't say that in the transcript. They didn't never say he left the hotel anytime the next morning. They say he didn't leave the hotel until 12. What the fuck are we doing? So at the trial, they got to say, when she say that, they got to stick to that. They can't go around this shit. Yeah, the math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing.
Oh, an incoming call, a completed incoming call that lasted 3 seconds.
Thank you so much.
From the phone number ending in 5467. That's her phone number.
Let me rewind that back.
I
See,
wonder
I
what
can hear
time
it.
I mean, was he in the area of Park Crest Inn at 12:30? I mean,
Listen real
he
good,
will get
y'all.
those details later. After going about 9-10 hours with no action, no Jarvis, no Neziah, Jarvis popped back up on the radar to borrow Latrice's car again.
Did he borrow it later that day again or the next day? I can't remember. It was like a day or the next day. I just know he did it again. Okay. Now, the second time that Jarvis asked you to use your card, so that was either the day after or the next day? Yes. Okay. Tell me about how...
Now listen to she great stumble. Well,
he comes to my house, clean up work. He comes by to get my car. So he needs to use it again for his son.
look, y'all, she rocking. She just a rocking. She just a rocking.
Wasn't he said he wasn't gonna be gone for that long like he was.
And y'all know what I do when I rock? If y'all ever see me up here, my nerves. When I be up here sometimes, y'all ever see me go live, I just be a rocking. Or I just be up here, my leg be shaking, I just be rocking. My nerves. But she rocking. And he said he came to the house and he got off of work when she said, well, and she had to think about it. But she a rocking. Hell, Shannon wasn't even rocking. But she a rock. She just a rocking. Was he driving his kids around that late at night? That didn't make her ask a lot of questions. Come on, Kim. I hope they didn't give her a deal for her untruthful testimony. Come on, Supreme. Hey, Misunderstood too. She also said she gave the glasses to him at the shop. We know she didn't give it to him. She said she went up to the job the next day. Remember? And hitting that vape, we know the stress. Come on. She trying to get her story together. Was she the one that tried to unalive herself? And the baby. Said she wanted to take them out, both of them. She wanted to take her and Jarvis's baby out. But you got a whole son. Woo, I ain't trying to take I ain't got shit to do with this. You just borrowed my car. What they got to do with me? I ain't thinking about taking my life because he borrowed my car and did something he ain't have no business. That's all on him. But I am going to take my life if I know I'm more involved in. That bitch is trying to think of what to say. And go back, y'all, and check out a rocking. She just, yeah, he came and he asked me, Nicole, why ain't none of them? You get what I'm saying? We could go to a lot of stuff that ain't got nothing to do with, we got medical negligence with Neziah and her baby. If they ain't got no doctor saying that she was pregnant. Y'all said she was pregnant, and where the fuck are the medical records? Because that means if y'all saying she was pregnant, it better be some medical records. Because if it ain't, we got to go and get Granny Monster for sure. Because that's abuse. But how many phones does Jarvis have? Good question, Erica. Hey, Smoke Carter. Hey. She don't care, Parker. She knows she done some, She real nervous, Thank you, Leah, for being a member for 6 months. I'm sorry I missed it. Thank you, Valerie. All of them try to minimize their involvement in this case, and it's sickening, ain't it? Say it again, Supreme. Did she get her baby checked out, DRS, because Jarvis Butts, the monsters, ain't have no breaks, no limits. Come on, T-Bay. Right, I know. What if she's like most women and took a pic of herself, showing her belly in her phone? It's the point I'm making some sweet. They've declared that she was pregnant. Kim Worthless said it. Y'all said she's pregnant. Is it by medical records? If it is, a lot of people should be in jail. A lot of people should have charges for not doing what they're supposed to do because they're mandated reporters. If she do get medical and shit like that, we got Annette got to be questioned why she never said anything or asked anything. What is her excuse for Neziah knowing Neziah was pregnant? Who did she say was the daddy? If she knew, but if they're saying she's pregnant and ain't no fucking medical records of Neziah going to no doctor, that's abuse on Neziah and her baby. They can be me. That Gil was eating her. Yeah, misunderstood. You right, but I think she may have. I'd even be worried that he touched my baby. Hell yeah. Hey, Purse. Erica, they got 3 phones and tablets from their house on Wilshire. Where Angel's ass? Shit. All their asses need to be in court. Who's his witnesses? 3 people want to come and testify on his behalf. Who is the question? Y'all think that ain't on my mind? Who is coming to be his witnesses? Ooh-wee.
Okay, couple things.
Listen.
First and foremost, I would have never let him use my car again. But she did, so it is what it is. And then she seemed confused about exactly when Jarvis borrowed her car again. But I'm telling you right here, right now, he borrowed that car the night of January the 10th. The day after Neziah went missing. And then remember, he had just brought it back this morning at 8:30. So now, later on in the evening, he need to use it again? To do what? But then, did you hear her say, he came to my house after he got off work? I was like, oh, bless her little heart. She think this clown been at work all day. Jarvis been moving around on demon time. And then he popped back up on the radar at 9:49 p.m. Jarvis' phone records show an incoming call, a completed incoming call that lasted 3 seconds from the phone number ending in 5467. That's her phone number. I wonder what time he picked her car up, because she didn't say. But check this out. When that call was made at 9:49, guess where Jarvis' phone was pinging? Down here.
At Alexandrine. His phone was pinging at that time from Alexandrine. Y'all go catch the rest of this. Y'all drop 54 Keys link. The title of this one is The Moment We Lost Neziah, okay? I can put it in here. This is the exact link because I want y'all to go see this because I got something to read. Is why I said you can't trust none of them. Hold on. Because I want y'all to go catch the rest of the video. And if y'all want to look at the whole video, I think y'all should go look at the whole video because, you know, when somebody's talking through the video, you miss a lot, you know. Hey, Grandma, what's going on? I just dropped the link. As a woman, my instincts wouldn't just let me leave that baby there. Nicole, already. I want to know about King's. Me too. Me too, Tiana. I hope they don't just try to convict Jarvis. Yeah, I want to, the teether definitely got to come into play because he was late. Why was he late? You know what I'm saying? Did he really leave the shop at that time and stuff? You know, I don't trust nothing they saying. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Once you tell one lie, I don't trust you. And your baby mama's sister said she bought the car down there. They had to call on the 3rd through the 5th. You said the 9th. I ain't trusting nothing. Now, I want to get to this one. She wasn't playing with nobody. I was always curious about this motherfucker anyway. I was always curious. I want y'all to hear this about the resignation. Listen to this, you guys. I want to play this for y'all, and then we'll get into everything else. I want to read some stuff.
Okay.
what looked like a resolution in the ongoing battle between school resource officers and the Memphis Shelby County School Board, now faced with another hurdle, the resignation of Executive Director of Security George Harris. ABC 24's Lauren Turman spoke with those who are learning more about Harris' resignation. Lauren, what did you find?
Kevin, an initial statement from MSCS showed that Lieutenant George Harris resigned for personal reasons. However, I spoke with school board members who are finding that's not the whole story. They say that an inquiry into Harris's financial background while he lived in Detroit might have incited that resignation. They are also finding out more details that indicate he may still be working in Detroit. A short time on the job, Lieutenant George Harris resigned as the Executive Director of Safety at Memphis Shelby County Schools only days after being introduced.
From hearing from the SRO that I've talked with, they're going to respect his decision. Don't know the insides of his personal business, but, we're going to let it be what it is.
Harris was formerly with the Detroit Public Schools Department of Public Safety and was introduced as the new Executive Director of Safety at MSCS in the Tuesday committee meeting.
Who do you
According to an
trust?
MSCS statement, Harris cited personal reasons in his resignation and said he has enjoyed his short time with an amazing team of directors. An MSCS board member told ABC 24 that Saturday morning's resignation follows a letter from board member Stephanie Love inquiring about Harris's finances when he worked in Detroit and about accusations that Harris misappropriated funds while there.
He was part of the complaint. He was the executive director when the complaints was filed, and the SROs, not knowing who he was, he actually stepped into a hornet's nest.
A closer look at Harris's past also has members questioning if he worked in Detroit while working with MSCS without disclosing that to the board. According to a Facebook post from the Detroit Public Schools Department of Public Safety, Harris led a social media investigation training on Tuesday, hours before he attended and spoke at an MSCS committee meeting that afternoon. Benny Cobb, the owner of Eagle Eye Security and Training, says dual administrative positions are acceptable only if the board and superintendent are aware.
But if you don't disclose that information that's found out later on, that's a problem.
Board Chair Althea Green is expected to release more details tomorrow. Some of those school resource officers told us earlier this week that Harris's arrival was unexpected and that he was aggressive towards them in a meeting. Cobb has spoken with many SROs about Harris's abrupt resignation. He says SROs primarily want to move on and put the past behind them, but with this, it may be harder than expected.
Well, wait a minute. Did y'all think that was it? Shout out to you, Lola. Thank you, baby. Hold on. I knew it was something about you. It's more. Wait. Hi. So I saw something about George Harris here and wanted to say he does still try pressuring people into doing things, even adult females. Shall I go on or shall I end this? Maybe this is too much for y'all tonight. I think I'm going to go on and end this, y'all. This is too much. I see that y'all mouths are to the floor and things. Maybe I'm doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I was over here with 54 keys and I done took y'all all the way to this sneaky motherfucker. Maybe I just need to leave y'all a little food for thought, because... No, let me finish. When my discernment tells me that motherfuckers ain't right and collaborating together, you went to that school for a reason, Annette. You and George Harris ran a hell of a play. But hey, what goes on in the dark eventually come on in the light. It might not be at the trial, but eventually that shit will come out too. You get what I'm saying? And that's for everybody. I want to start over. Hi, I saw something about George Harris here and wanted to say he does still try pressuring people. into doing things, even adult females. And he has a child at East Shore Leadership Academy. He does, in fact, drop him off in the morning and go inside the school. I'm staying anon for now, but I figured it was worth also putting out and making people aware. I think the post got taken down for some reason, as I can't find it now, but he is still very much attempting to prey on women. And I feel he should not be allowed at this school near any child at all. Wait a motherfucking minute. If y'all don't believe it, I'm reading it right here. Yeah, I know. Hey, all you motherfuckers is sick. But it always say it take one to know one, just like Jarvis fell in that nest of predators that was in Annette's house. Okay? Jill said he stands at the door in the morning at East Shore while the children walk in and is always in different moms' cars talking to them. The school was made aware of his record and nothing has been done about it. She said, Anonymous said, I pulled my children a while ago, but last I knew, he was taking his child into the school. That's absolutely ridiculous, though. Super glad my children are no longer in that school. I worked with him for a while. A customer came in and said she could no longer eat there because of him. He had essayed her as a teen. When y'all just be thinking a motherfucker just sitting back, y'all can dog me, y'all can. Man, we working. When something ain't right and we say somebody ain't right, they ain't right. George, you essayed her? Well, you guys are all predators, huh? That's why you really didn't do anything and you was moving all fucked up. Because you was fucked up. You knew exactly what happened to that baby. You knew what was going on from Annette. Y'all was good and close. They might not be kin, but they was close. It's just funny how everybody think they can hide things and that it ain't a lot in the chamber. Who lets off the chamber altogether? Y'all do. I don't. Holding shit. I want to. Everything ain't meant for everybody all the time, all at once. You got to keep something in the chamber. You got to keep a clip. You never play your full motherfucking hand. Because it's always, shut the fuck up. But let me finish so I can get up out of here. We got the stepdaddy that's a predator. We got George over here saying it and everything. But let me finish. Let me start it again. She said I worked with him for a while. A customer came in. She said she can no longer eat there because of him. He had essayed her as a teen. He also sometimes come to my work now and is always with a different younger girl. He's creepy, disgusting, and he think he's hot shit. They said I would start reporting him at this point because this is getting ridiculous. She said, Lene said, this is unbelievable. The predator just roams around out there and convinces people to run with him. It always keep him coming back to our city and state, supporting this kind of character too heavily. George Harris, formerly with the Detroit Police Schools Department of Public Safety, was a key figure involved in allegations of misappropriated funds and questions regarding his employment status while working as the Executive Director of Safety at MSCS. He was also linked to a lawsuit involving the Detroit Public Schools Community Director Officer. Thank you guys so much for pulling up with me tonight. That's all I have. Who do you trust going into this trial? Who do you trust? Let's go, Lola. Just look him up. Everything is public for the naysayers. Good night, everybody. I appreciate you all. Thank you guys for keeping those green jackets. Thank you for the new green jackets. Thank you for the super stickers and the super chats. Thank y'all for the love. This has been good. All I can say is poor Nazai wasn't around nothing but a bunch of sickos. Thank you, Ebony. And this poor baby didn't have a chance. She didn't have a chance, and we wonder why. I always wondered about him. I always wondered about George fucking Hurst. It didn't sit right in my spirit. Something about him, I knew it. I never liked him. It wasn't that I even thought he was just always kin to Annette, because everybody, it's Hurst is all over. It's Hurst is there. It's Hurst is there. And it's Hurst is there. So I left that alone. But it still didn't leave my spirit that something wasn't right with George Hurst, you know? So I digress. Y'all get y'all some rest. Be safe. Yeah, who do you trust? None of them had one. Man, Tiana, you heard me say. Y'all enjoy the rest